Kicking like
1, 2,
Dolomite.
3,
Last one
4,
got copyright. I'm kicking like
5
Dolomite.
just to be sure.
Hey, one time,
Last
you
one
ready?
got
Copyright.
Yeah.
Last one got
Fuck it.
copyright. Hey.
You know what time it is. Every time I rhyme, it's just a sign that I'm about to kill. Yeah, it's time for weapon wheel. We got the skill, we got the games. Don't make me grab it still. I put a hole in one like Abby did to Joe. Yeah, for real. And when it comes to aiming, I don't miss like Master Chief. I'll grab the piece and give your ass a halo just for talking sweet. When it comes to gaming, yeah, you know our team's elite. Check the leaderboards, we run the game. You should pick up your feet. You can't lose them too smooth, just going to admit defeat. And ain't no capping around here, cause like Bond, I keep receipts. The most dangerous, better than these other guys. Try to come for us, what's like between your eyes like Jen Sakai. That's no lie, no prank. I grab the ratchet, no clank, and get my jiggy mask to show you how Jack Move got his name. Yeah.
Weapon Wheel Podcast.
Look. King of the castle like Cooper, captain of the ship. My name ain't Blandry, but don't make me have to hit the switch. We'll dump you overboard, then watch the views. I ain't talking Twitch. Hey, yo, Alex, go ahead. Talk to him real quick.
Oh, that Dolomite is my name, and fucking up motherfuckers is my game. Dolomite, motherfucker, you heard her.
Claim it, a strike to claim it. And he got it!
They had the nerve to copyright the game. Is this the bitches? Hey. Say yo, still putting wheels on the pavement. My game so tight, it's like Jordan 1 lazy. We stay in these gaming streets, ain't no way to be dormant. Hey, a Drake will leave your body uncharted like Lost Fortune. Coco Long scene was cute, hey, and yeah, it served its purpose. But I'm trying to give a detailed description of what a hearse is. I say we flip the switch on these niggas before it get bland. I see a lot of pods jacking the format like Dapper Dan. You hitting the dislike button? You still a fan? Talk slick in the comments and like Dutch, I got a plan. We don't do the sneak diss, and that's that stuff that get you banned. Last time we told your ass to squat up, you turned telling right. It's like I play with the sliders up. You just got 30 niggas, heard me, the time is up. Since 2015, we been kicking gang knowledge up. Dust your boots and join the crew if you wild enough.
Developers.
Dolomite, motherfucker, you heard her.
40 clips, kicking like Dolomite. Hey, 40 clips. Aimed at your fit beam, shotties, so much ammo, it don't make sense. Trying to compete is a sacrifice, die again in your afterlife. I'm taking a road trip anytime you niggas wanna fight. Polygons and body counts, that's all that I tend to like. Any other podcast, a copy or look alike. Hey, and what they say? Hey, what I say? Hey, I put them in the dirt. Toss like get hurt, no face, no case, smashed up like a jiggy merch shirt. Sliding in that vet, I'm gonna get back, time to pay that debt. It's time for weapon wheel.
Yo, mic check, mic check. Yeah. Microphone check.
What up? What up?
What's good, Upper?
What's going on with you?
Oh man, the man with the analogies. That's what I call you.
I try to stay older, man. Try to explain shit to people. You know how that shit goes.
I see, man. Smoove, are you in your right mind? Are you in your right mind today?
Yeah, man. I'm feeling healthy today.
No, listen, I'm gonna be real with you, Smoove. I think I honestly feel like you've lost your mind within the last month and a half.
Month and a half?
Yeah,
I haven't even been all that active in a month and a half.
But when you show up, you've been showing your ass.
Yo, over the last year, I bought Bond probably $300 worth of games in Steam, and what happens? I don't get any like reward credits to like
Nigga, when you lose at the casino, they don't give you a credit. Like what?
No, from like Steam though. Like Steam should be tracking these purchases, and I should be racking up like some points.
Oh no, you mean reward credits for just buying from Steam? Steam don't believe in that, nigga. What, nigga? This is Gabe Newell you talking about? You don't.
I'm like, damn. I'm like, shit. I'm thinking. I went to Steam. I was like, wait a minute. I should have a ton of credits from all the games that I bought.
This ain't. Listen, Steam is not Walmart where they trying to give you the lowest prices and then give you credit back for shopping there. Okay, it's not. It's not. They on that. They not on that type of time. Steam don't care. You know, if you want some handouts, go to Epic Games. Okay, they give you some fire free games like almost every month. Steam ain't giving you no handouts.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity, bro.
Where is Jack Move?
He's not coming on to talk to the game. But I'm gonna say this. You know, I got docked for missing 2 times last month, and nigga Blandrew missed 2 times. So you can just reimburse me what he didn't get what he got last month.
Yeah, Blandrew gonna take that.
We're just even it out.
Yeah, he gonna take that dock because he rather go to work and get money from the white man instead of working with his weapon wheel brethren.
But what I want to know is what happened to the 3 days off per year you get.
I mean, listen, y'all could.
That was the thing you
could take
said.
that. Yeah, y'all could take that. Yo, Attic, you can come in, man. You can come in. I think you have rights roles already anyway. But yeah, y'all could take that. Let me know, dog. You know,
I thought we agreed upon that at the beginning, but it's whatever now. I mean,
yeah,
Blandrew got to get his, and we can do it now, I guess.
Yeah, but it's been a little bit of another semi-dry week. We got a few things to talk about, but not much once again. First few months of this year, man, they wouldn't stop with the games and the news. Now, we got a little bit of a downtime right now. So I hope everybody's using that to actually play some games. Those of you who believe in backlogs. Listen, don't you have Gamepass, sir?
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? I played everything as far as like for example, the games that are in Game Pass. Like 2021 was a blessing, right? Right now, like there's nothing like I tried Bug Snacks. I'm not really. I didn't really care for that. I didn't care for it on PlayStation either. Tunic, like I said, is not really my vibe. I tried playing Ghostwire Tokyo. I think you oversold that fucking game.
I did not. I accurately sold it. I never told you it was a great game.
I think you oversold it, dude.
How? Did you watch my review?
Yeah, I mean, I still think you. So usually when you call a game like average, I was like, all right, so this means it's probably a little good, right? So, but
Bond, you hear this? I called the game average. He says, "Oh, that means it's good," and then he's blaming me for buying the game.
Oh Lord.
I said what I said, Smoove.
First of all, do you know what the word average means, Smoove?
I mean, like average, like it's an average game. The average person would like that. It's like it's not good or bad.
So what's the problem?
And that's what
I just don't think it's good.
And that's what Ghostwire is not bad.
Hold on. Hear what he said. He said average means it's not good or bad. He's like, well, I just don't think it's good because that's the definition of average.
I mean, at the end of the day, Smoove, I thought you got that for free. So like, why
I did. I'm
why are you complaining?
So why are you complaining?
Because it's that I almost bought this freaking game.
The game's not bad, Smoove. It's not bad.
It is.
It's literally not bad.
Good.
Smoove, you play Paw Patrol.
That's different. That is different. I didn't play Paw Patrol because I thought it was good. I played Paw Patrol because I was in the mood to play it.
What? So you're in the mood to play shit?
It was just like that's an average game, actually.
So you think Paw Patrol is better than Ghostwire Tokyo?
Fun factor, yes.
Come on, bro. Y'all gotta stop this. I told you this man been losing his mind for the last month and a half. I told y'all, man, he been acting different, man. Ever since them few weeks where Xbox was selling well, listen, I didn't know who this man was, dog. He was just been acting out of here.
I've been all right, man. Maybe it's you guys who've changed.
Nah. We've been consistent. You've embraced the evil villain, Dr. Hypocrite. That's what you've done.
Dr. Hypocrite.
That's literally who he is now, bro. Like he embraced, like the more people call him a hypocrite, the more empowered Smoove feels now.
Attic, let me ask you a question, right? You like burgers?
Yes, I feel like this is somehow going to attack Smoove, but okay.
You like pizza?
Yes.
So if you had a slice of pizza, right? And then there was you could get a slice of pizza, a pie of pizza, and a burger. Which two would you choose?
A slice of pizza, a what?
A whole pie of pizza and a burger.
Okay.
You can have two of the three.
I'd probably have a slice and a burger. I don't think I would want a whole piece of pizza if it's just me.
Nigga, bring it home.
Mm.
Okay, so this is how Xbox people think then, BG. Because what Smoove basically said is, I have a slice of pizza. I got a slice of pizza and a whole pie of pizza. I don't need the burger. He just got himself more pizza.
I'm trying to figure out how you bored with game. How many games Game Pass got in that library?
Bro, they got 300 plus games in the library, but the chances. Here's the thing: like, a lot of games in Game Pass.
100.
Right?
I thought Game Pass had way more games than that.
I said 300 plus. I don't. It's pretty sure it's probably more than that. But like, there's a lot of games in there that I either played, own, or like there's stuff I'm not interested in there that's on there. Like, you know what I mean?
But Smoove, have you beaten the games?
Yeah, I've beaten. Yeah.
Well, then here's the issue. The problem ain't Game Pass. The problem is Xbox got no games.
Oh man.
I was speaking across all platforms, like my PlayStation and my PC.
You could
And my
be playing
Switch.
triangle. You could be playing triangle strategy.
That
You
sounds like
could be
a whole lot of garbage right there.
You could be
That's a good
playing.
game.
Hold on, I thought you wanted RPGs to come to Xbox.
Because I said triangle strategy sounds like a whole heap of garbage.
You could be playing Kirby. Splatoon is coming out. You could be on PC playing like Total Warhammer.
I even got the golden ending on Triangle Strategy. It's a good game.
Yeah, I'm about to get that right now. I'm playing right now.
Oh man. All right.
There's tons of games out there. It's just Xbox don't release no games.
Hey man, I just thought, I thought Game Pass was the infinite supply of never-ending games in a backlog, and that's what y'all painted the picture.
Did you beat Horizon Forbidden West?
No, I got bored of it.
Well, can't help you there then. Because if you're bored of Horizon Forbidden West, then you're definitely bored on what's on Game Trash.
I mean,
Game Pass is just filled with busy work, though. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's going to be enough stuff on there to keep you engaged and paying $15, but it's not enough on there to be like, man, these are the best games out right now. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't think. I mean, that's kind of how like all subscription services. Like, not everything Netflix delivers is top notch, but they have those shows that keep you subscribed.
Well, what's keeping Smoove subscribed to Game Pass then?
I mean, I don't know what he's playing. Like,
but the problem is loyalty. The problem is it's a lot of filler content right now. You know what I'm saying? And a subscription service like we know it's going to need those tent poles to keep you around like every 2-3 months or something like that. But like right now, it's really, really, really quiet over there on Xbox. And
well, they say they're waiting for the first party stuff to bolster
November.
Game Pass. Yeah, so right now they're getting filler because people subscribe to Game Pass for the free first part, well, quote unquote free first party games, right?
I do feel like last year was a lot better for Game Pass because I there's games that's coming out this year, but it's not like a lot that applied to me. Like I feel like last year there was games that I liked coming out almost monthly, but this year I can't say so much.
I'm really curious about Game Pass subscriber numbers because the last numbers were 25 mil. What was that, like a year ago, 8 months ago, something like that? Because it's a dry season, you think like that number has stayed the same, gone up a bit, gone down? Okay. So what you think they had 27?
Probably closer to 30.
Okay. Interesting.
Well, what happened? Did you play Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, I played it on Xbox. I played that when it came out. I bought that game.
Did you finish it?
Yeah, of course I finished that game.
Maybe you need to start playing different kinds of games then, Smoove.
I think that's his biggest issue. Like, I'll be like, "Yo, let's play this game." Oh, I don't feel like playing that game. Let's play that game. I don't feel like playing that game.
What kind of games? Out of curiosity.
I mean, it'll be like co-op experience games. And
Attic, Smoove only wants to play games with you that you can backpack him. Okay, backpack. You know what I'm saying?
Out of here, BG, with that bullshit.
I'm the backpack. What's how the song go? I'm the backpack. Some things are for me and you. Something. You know.
Well,
that's Smoove.
What? Because I really enjoy like the co-op experience type of games, and because it'd be hard to get him to play some of these games. And like, look, I do think he like a lot of these co-op experience type of games just isn't like the type of gameplay he likes. But like, they're like the Fall Guys. Like, I was trying to get him to play that like 6-7 months ago. He didn't really play that though. But one thing I can get him to play pretty easy is like those narrative co-op experience games.
So the problem also though, Attic, and this is a big problem with Xbox people, they're more into I need to find achievements instead of actually playing games for their experiences and new games.
I don't really, besides Smoove, I don't really see too many people like
I see a lot of people like that.
PlayStation dudes do chase trophies more.
Yeah, I feel like it's way more. It's not even comparable how many more. Like,
but I think
and
Xbox,
that's because I feel like PlayStation has a better system, like the platinum. Like, that seems a lot more than like the achievement scores, like how many platinums you got.
What I realized about because Xbox does it by, that gamer score number. So Xbox dudes will they'll compare themselves to how somebody else on their friends list did. Like, oh, I got a higher score than you this month. I'm outpacing you when it comes to playing games and getting achievements. So they use it like that.
And then they just play garbage bottom feeder Game Pass games and inflate their scores.
Whereas PlayStation trophies don't have an actual score. So PlayStation dudes don't be like, oh, look, I gamed more than you, because there's no number. Like, you could say you got a platinum trophy.
Don't they have a level? Don't they have like a level?
But the level makes no. I don't think anybody understands that PlayStation level. Like, it's a dumb science. You gotta like do the math, some calculate. It's dumb. I don't really and they don't tell you. They just tell you overall. They don't tell you for the month. Xbox tells you what you did for the month, right?
Yeah. They give you overall and then monthly. So there's always a monthly rank.
Yeah, PlayStation ain't telling you what you did. How many trophies you got for the month. I think.
I mean, they keep a leaderboard with that, but I think like that's all part of their marketing strategy. It's the engagement thing. It's like, dog, your score is lagging. You know what I'm saying? This friend's beating you, that friend's beating you, which makes you want to hop on. You know what I'm saying? And
how many people are realistically like keeping track of that?
Only Smoove.
Smoove definitely is.
I don't really see too many people like posting that stuff. Like, I just don't.
Yeah.
I mean, people probably don't post it, but you got to realize, like, when you hop on Xbox and you turn it on and you see like your gamer score leaderboard for the month or whatever, like, oh, this is what place you're in on your friends list.
But that's not the first thing you see. You have to actually go physically find that menu to actually see that.
Here's another problem though, Attic. We heard all this bullshit about how come they have Age of Empires, Gears Tactics, Flight Simulator on PC and not on Xbox. That's not fair. Smoove, did you beat any of those 3 games?
You said Age of Empires, Gears Tactics,
or Flight Simulator?
Oh, absolutely not.
Exactly.
I beat Gears Tactics.
Gears Tactics was an amazing game.
I liked it. I still prefer XCOM over it, but it was a good game.
Gears Tactics.
But Smoove will complain about not getting games. Just like he'll complain, oh, why aren't these JRPGs coming to Xbox? Like, BG, how many times does Smoove complain about games not coming to Xbox when you're like, oh, you can get on your PS5, but he wouldn't win Xbox. Doesn't even play
there's games on PC that Smoove complained about not on Xbox, but he doesn't even want to play them. He just wants them on Xbox.
That's why I was so happy when they like brought Octopath Travel over, because that's not even on PlayStation. Like, nope. They went out and got that. Like, I need more of that from Microsoft. I need more aggressiveness, and it doesn't even have to come to Game Pass day one. It's like, damn, don't make me buy a whole other platform for an entire genre, pretty much.
But they're gonna have to, because y'all Xbox dudes don't be buying these Japanese RPGs.
I mean, I get that, but at the same time, it's like I've said a few times, like they're not giving us the best ones either. Like we're always missing out on like some of the best. I mean, we just recently got Dragon Quest. Like
y'all gotta start. Y'all
Dragon
gotta
Quest is like a
take
25-year-old franchise, isn't it? Like
y'all gotta take baby steps.
Look, I can't really get on that. If they're giving us like average JRPGs and people don't go out in the swarms and buy them, I don't blame them because it's average JRPGs.
I blame them.
Like that's why like Kingdom Hearts 3 did pretty decent. Like when you get decent ones, sure, it's not going to sell the amount that they sell on PlayStation because they have like 4 or 5 times the amount of PlayStation 4s that was out at that time. So you're not going to expect that kind of return, but they did get a return.
It's
just
simple economics, man. I'm not going to invest big if nobody's buying in low.
Well, see, that's where it needs to be on Microsoft to make sure these games come out. Even if they have to front the bill themselves, like you can't build an audience in that area unless you actually invest into it.
Well, this also goes back to, you know, the Xbox fans back in the day. You remember this, BG? Japanese handouts, rice eaters, Jap crap, all that stuff. No, let's just in a hypothetical world, right, BG? Where we black people were the heads of game development, right? And you had some jabrones in, I don't know, London saying, fuck these black gamers and fuck these
Negro games.
These watermelon eaters, these fried chicken games. Do you think we would be in a rush to, you know, give them our games?
Oh man.
Like, nah, fuck y'all.
All right. We I haven't even actually gotten the podcast started, but it's cool. Let's do these intros and then get into some actual topics. All right, Weapon Wheel Podcast, episode 320. We are on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, all your favorite audio streaming platforms. If you want to support the podcast, you can do that by hitting the join button and becoming part of the channel memberships. You can also support the Weapon Wheel Patreon. Link is in the description for that. Doing either one of those will give you access to the Discord. Please hit the like button to support the channel, support the podcast. And you will get access to After Dark if you support the Patreon at the $6 or up tier. And After Dark, that's a extra show every week. And it's pretty much an extra podcast you get to listen to where you can ask us any questions you want. But as we've recently said, some of y'all got to tone down on these wild questions. Some of y'all getting a little bit disrespectful and out of pocket. We allow y'all to ask us anything, but some of y'all got to calm down. All right. And if you want to submit a video,
we're gonna start handing out warnings for out of pocket stuff too.
Yeah. And if you want to, have a video feature during the podcast, like what you're seeing on screen right now, Star Fox Assault, just click the link in the description, and you can drag and drop your gameplay in there. We appreciate all gameplay submissions. All right, let's do these intros. Start out with our guest, Upper Room. What's going on, bro?
Hey, appreciate y'all having me here. Fuck with y'all podcast hard, man, because y'all try to have good conversations all the time. Gets a little animated, and I love that. Y'all know I love that shit. So I appreciate y'all having me, man.
All right, appreciate you coming on. Attic.
I appreciate this interesting conversations we're having.
All right, Smoove.
What's up, everybody? It's the Best Spot Kid, Smoove. Happy to be here.
All right, and Bond.
Been a rough week, but we hanging in there.
All right, cool. Like I said, not too many topics, this week, but we here for y'all. First thing, want to start out with, which I don't really have, too much to talk about, is VRR rolled out on PlayStation this past week, and I mean, as with anything, the community somehow finds a way to make an argument about it. Arguments about, it's half-baked VRR, and it's something wrong with this VRR, and then, it's not system level or hardware level, and it only applies to certain games. I'm gonna be real with y'all, I don't give a damn. I don't care. So I don't really have any, input on this. Some of y'all argue more about features than y'all argue about games. So I'm gonna let y'all take this part over if y'all have anything.
Nope. I mean, shit. We've been doing this on PC for how long now?
True. I'm happy that PlayStation finally got it. I know a lot of guys, argue with me every time I talked about it. And it's clear that they always wanted it to begin with because I've seen a whole lot of capping. Niggas just learning how to count frames and shit. But
Smoove, I know you not talking about counting frames.
Exactly. No, I'm just saying, like I've been on this shit for a hot minute.
1080p and 60 frames on PC. Shut up, Smoove.
At the end of the day, VR. Go ahead, Bon.
If I typed in Kid Smoove on my YouTube channel right now, I would just be able to bring up all your hypocrisy.
Yeah, I got a ton of hypocrisies, but that has nothing to do with my stance on VR.
Oh, speaking of which, now VG Charts is credible, I heard.
Hey, so, but no, the VR, I'm happy PlayStation has it because now people are experiencing it. I remember tweeting, I was like, hey, and this was after your video came out about, I think, Ghostwire Tokyo. I was like, Ghostwire Tokyo might be a decent game on PlayStation once they drop that VR update with all those fluctuating frame rate modes that they had in the game. I'm not sure how much it helped, but I hope it helped. But no, the thing is, VR is clutch. It's a good feature for consoles. It's now pretty much more games should be able to launch without limiting themselves to 30 or 60 frames. More games can launch with unlocked frame rates and whatnot. And console gamers can now take more advantage of it. And I think PlayStation did a good job, or at least Insomniac did a good job by pretty much pushing their showpieces out with Ratchet and Clank and Spider-Man to let them know, like, they show people like, hey, I mean, you can push over 60 frames per second with compromised ray tracing on, and it looks good, plays good, feels good, and I hope all my PlayStation buddies, peers, now enjoy VR and don't criticize me when I talk about it.
Okay.
What about that ray tracing? When you getting that?
I mean, ray tracing is overrated. So.
Oh, now that it sucks on Xbox, it's overrated.
No, it's not that I think it sucks on Xbox. I just think it sucks on console. Like it's all right. I can't say this. I can't say it sucks. I just don't see a situation where I'm using it, and if I feel like, oh my god, I have to have it, it's like, okay.
Console ray tracing is poverty ray tracing.
You better go play some what do you call it? Some Insomniac games then.
I played the Insomniac game, but I've opted to choose their regular performance mode. Like, I've done Ratchet and Clank, and I played that in performance mode. I turned on, like, I think their performance ray tracing came, I think, shortly after launch. I turned that on afterwards, thought it was all right, and then I went back to the regular performance mode to get, the higher resolution, the higher fidelity at 60 frames per second. Did the same thing with Spider-Man. I felt like that was the best way to play Spider-Man was in its native performance mode.
My whole thing about VRR, of course, I welcome all features, right? What I just feel is weird is when dudes be having whole like dissertations and think pieces about stuff like VRR, RDNA, like they'll spend an hour and a half talking about it. And I'm like, listen, it's a good feature. It ain't worth having that long of a conversation about. Like, features should be mentioned and then move on. Like, I can't believe people really be having these like long ass like conversations about it. I'm like, bro, it's a feature. We should.
They don't have games, BG.
It's weird to me, bro. Like, oh, like and it's only like VRR is really only a big deal as a conversation because people made it that. Like, it should be like, oh, cool. Xbox has VRR. PlayStation should get it too. Okay. Both of them have VRR. Dead topic. Move on. Nothing to talk about. That's how it should be when it comes to features. But, it's weird people making more than that. I don't get it.
Well, I mean, one thing with the VRR on the PlayStation, and I've noticed, right, since it hit the PlayStation, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I play most of my games on PlayStation. I got an Xbox too, but like the VRR implementation, you're really gonna notice that when they throw a patch on there. You know what I'm saying? When they unlock the frame rate. So if it's a locked frame rate, you know what I'm saying? It's like they're gonna lock it at what it's locked at. And I think great example of that is Spider-Man, right? So Miles Morales. So when you throw on VRR with the like Smoove was saying, like when it first came out, it was 30 frames per second with the full ray tracing on, right? You throw on
Yeah.
VRR now, and it lets you run at about 45, 50 or so. You know what I'm saying? And hover there. But like we realized that no developer, even though Insomniac probably knew back in the day, like, dog, this is what this game can hover at unlocked, right? But they locked it at 30. So they
Yeah.
always go with that lower range. VRR just lets them unlock the frame rate, let it look a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? But it's not the game changing most amazing thing you've ever seen in your life. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? It's a little bit smoother and it's nice, you know? But
Yeah.
once again, they always got to go back and patch it for it to really take effect. And and in cases like Miles Morales, you know what I'm saying? We wish it could run at 120, but we see that unlocked it can't. You know what I'm saying? We see where it
Yeah.
hovers around, but then again, I think people could have thought that, it was limping across the finish line to get to 60. But once you unlock the frame rate and you see, oh, dog, this shit's running at like damn near 90, 100 some
Yeah.
of the times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It gives me a little bit of hope for these next gen consoles about what they can really do when the developers, really take
Right.
the time putting the work into the games and whatnot,
Yeah. Attic, anything to add, or you don't care that much?
He
Either?
hates VR.
Okay. You hate it, or he just don't care about it? I'm sure he don't hate it.
Does your TV do VRR?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'm not even sure. I have a C1. I know that,
Yeah, it does it.
supports it.
Yeah.
It does, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that does. But I have what is it? An A8H, a Sony A8H. To have two of those, I'm not sure if that does, and I honestly don't really care. I haven't even checked. I haven't even checked. I think the feature when you update your console, it's on automatically. I haven't even checked that. That's how much I don't care. So
that's how much I don't care.
Yeah,
it's okay, but it's not like I'd buy a console for it. You know what I'm saying? Or throw an extra $2,000 for a
new TV or something.
VRR. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah,
like you said, it's a feature. Great that it's
exactly.
on there, but it's not the best thing in the world. And happy PlayStation has it now, but it's not
Exactly. All right.
Ain't shit.
Yeah. Next topic. So, what should we go to? Let's do this Xbox and Bethesda. I guess game show topic. So they announced that they're going to be having their showcase in June. I don't remember the exact date. This is pretty
June
much going
12th.
to be okay. This is pretty much going to be their E3, and this is going to be, I assume, everything that Xbox. It's not only some people are thinking this is going to be mainly Bethesda stuff, but
no.
Okay, so it should be a whole bunch of all the other Xbox studios, at least what's ready.
Yeah, yeah, the Bethesda's only in the name because of the out of respect. You know what I mean? They're still is early in a relationship, and they want to make sure that Bethesda still is identifying as Bethesda.
Okay, yeah, because that's how they named it
last year
or whatever. Yeah. All right. So predictions
about that?
Yeah.
I would assume that if that's just the case, that's horrible marketing, right? Because we all know what Bethesda has down the pipeline in November, Starfield, right? But Deathloop and Redfall and everything's coming out. But for them to be on the marquee, like Xbox / Bethesda, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't think that Bethesda has to come a little bit harder than just what we know is coming out?
No, I think what the point is that they're gonna come hard. They're gonna come hard. I feel like, but the thing is, they got the headline. You know what I mean? Last year, Bethesda opened the showcase and they closed the showcase. The thing is, but you got to understand is prior to like this acquisition and prior to the pandemic, Bethesda used to have their own showcase. Like people would literally go to just Bethesda showcase. If you ain't got in no other showcase, you ain't getting the PlayStations and whatever, you probably got in the Bethesda showcase, and they had a damn near an hour show themselves. So it's that goodwill thing, like to like, okay, here's Xbox and Bethesda showcase in this together. That's why the name is there. We know they're gonna have games there. I think Bethesda is gonna be showing like at least 3 projects. And they're all gonna be pretty big and whatnot. But I don't think they have to do anything like spectacular or like they have to like be like the primary like showcases and whatnot. The show's gonna be 90 minutes. Bethesda got a ton of studios, but at the end of the day, realistically, what everybody's going to be there to see, at least from Bethesda, is that they want to see Starfield. That's really they can literally only show Starfield, and that's enough to be called Xbox and Bethesda. I'm sure they might tease a Fallout or whatever and whatnot, but I think the name, don't get too caught up in the name, because that's more so a goodwill move, in the fact that just get people used to seeing Xbox and Bethesda together, because Bethesda did usually have their own summer showcase up until like I think 2019.
Yeah, in the future it might just be Xbox after everybody figures out, you know, Bethesda is just in the Xbox show. Some games, you know, just to throw out that maybe we see, Avowed. Yes, no. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I think that's a lock for next year.
Okay, Avowed. Who's making that again? That's not
Obsidian.
Oh, that's Obsidian. Okay, Avowed. Redfall, I presume. That would make sense. Starfield, obviously. Fable.
No, I don't think Fable's there.
Indiana Jones.
I think that has it. I think that might be the premier game for next year, like the major game. Whatever game is going to be like the big game for next year is going to be at this year's show.
Yeah, I think they got to show Indiana Jones too for like I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on Bethesda being in the name of this thing. You know what I'm saying? And I think that like they're going to have some heat for us. You know what I'm saying? And I think Indiana Jones might be up there. If I don't know.
Yeah,
we know nothing, but it sounds big.
Perfect Dark.
Man, it depends. When did we lost that? We last seen it December 2021. No, December 2020. Wait, when did we see that game? Hellblade we saw December 2021. We saw Perfect Dark December 2020. So yeah, I think it shows up.
You got to bet on that, Smoove.
You know,
go ahead.
Hold that thought, because I need to try to.
No, I'm saying you already have a bet.
I do, right? I do. You're right. Yeah. So yeah, it's there.
Okay. Wolfenstein 3. I think that's possible.
I see. It's possible, especially if it's coming out next year. Then I would expect it to be there. But I have no, like, what have they done? Wolfenstein 2 came out in 2017.
Something
I mean,
that.
something's close. It's either Wolfenstein or Indiana Jones. One of them have to be closer.
Okay. What else didn't I? Elder Scroll is obviously way farther out.
Yeah.
What else? Is there any other game y'all think we gonna see?
Yeah. So you know, there's always that possibility, even though we just seen Hellblade, but we seen gameplay of that. If it's any closer, you got to consider that. There's also gameplay of Contraband, since they were eternally targeting 2022 with that game, and I think they internally delayed it. So that's probably a Q1 2023 game. Who else? We said Notified Turn 10 has to, I think, got to show their Forza, the mainline Forza game. Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, here's no Forza.
What if? Go ahead. You got another game?
No. You can talk. You might trigger another release. I was just thinking of what other studio. I'm
looking at this list, right, and I'm still thinking that 2023 still might not be the year of Xbox. It could. I'm thinking it could be 2024. Y'all still might have to hold off for another year. It seems like y'all got some decent some possibly decent games coming out
Sorry about that,
2023.
guys.
It's cool. We just talking about Xbox Bethesda game show predictions. I'm still thinking 2024 is the year of Xbox where everything really aligns.
So you're gonna just keep pushing it back a year, bro? Really?
I'm just saying, bro. It doesn't. To me, okay. Give me your guarantees for next year. What do you think they are? Guaranteed games.
My guarantees for next year is Contraband, Avowed. Their Contraband, Avowed, Indiana
Fable?
Jones. No, Fable. I think it's 2024.
Forza.
Damn.
You don't think Forza coming out this year?
No, Forza's
oh no,
this year.
okay, Forza.
Coalition has a game for next year.
What they got?
Coalition.
Oh.
So whatever game that it's not Gears. So whatever they're cooking up.
So you don't know what they're cooking up, but you think it's coming out next year?
Yeah, they're working on a game for that's targeting 2023.
Whatever they're cooking,
So,
like Rock.
But with what you named, I still don't think that's like that.
All right, let's think. All right, what games were all announced in? Remember they showed off all those games in 2020, right? When they that July showcase that they had in 2020, and that's when they revealed Avowed. That's when they revealed.
Let me go to this list because they always post in the Xbox list and the charts on Twitter. Let me go to one of these charts.
I think Hellblade is next year as well. So you got Contraband, Hellblade, Avowed, freaking
Stalker's supposed to be this year, right?
Stalker's supposed to be this December. Damn, dude! Like I don't know why my mind is escaping me.
I mean,
just say Xbox got too many games.
You just named like 5 games, like.
Yeah, I mean, and then there's also Outer Worlds 2, but I think that's 2024 because I think that's actually further along than people think.
But that's what I'm saying. I think there's way better games coming out in 2024 for y'all than 2023. 2023 seems to be like it's going to be a decent year for y'all, but I don't think it's going to be that like, oh, they just had shit on lock this year. I think that's 2024 for y'all.
Hold up, let me look up.
So Xbox seems like they could be stepping on their own toes because if Outer Worlds is like next year and Starfield is as big as everybody thinks it's going to be, you know what I'm saying? It's like
Outer Worlds is not next year.
No, yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking at this list. Okay, I'll try to put it up on screen when I get a chance. It's State of Decay 3. But that seems to be farther.
That's not happening.
What about this game Compulsion is making?
Oh, yeah, that you got to consider that
I think that's a 2024 game.
Oh man, 2024 is it? Okay, what is In Exile making? How about that?
Project Cobalt. They're working on a Fallout game or remake as well.
You could see some kind of Fallout thing next year too, like a remake or something.
Is Hellblade coming out next year?
I think it is.
Okay. Let me see what else.
All right, so here's the studios. 343 is probably going to have some kind of update through all next year. World's Edge isn't going to be there. Coalition, you might see a remake of the original Gears. I don't know if like it's going to be like a new IP or anything like that. Compulsion Games, you might see their game next year, but I don't know if it's coming out next year. Double Fine's a wild card. They could make something next year. You never know what the Xbox Game Studio Publishing is doing. The Initiative is definitely not there. Exile you could see there. Mojang, no. Ninja Theory is definitely probably going to be there. Obsidian has another title that is supposed to come out next year by their third team. I just don't know if it's going to make that.
Yeah, I know y'all can't see this well on screen, but because everything is so zoomed out. But yeah, this is the Xbox. I don't know who from the Xbox community be making all these charts, but they got a new chart every week. So,
all right.
So this is y'all got a lot of stuff coming.
Zoom that out. All right, yeah. Zoom. All right, hold on. Make it a little bit bigger.
Yeah, you got to make it a little bit.
Yeah,
bigger.
you're gonna you can make sure that you don't because we don't need to see Activision. That doesn't count.
I zoomed in.
All right, there we go.
Yeah. Hold on. Is
all right,
this available on Discord? No?
This is all you need.
I'll put it in Discord.
Okay, cool.
I think that Coalition is a Gears remake. Don't quote me on that, but that's what my educated guess would be. The only question is, do you think we'll see like a big expansion for Forza next year.
Yeah, Forza typically has like 2 years of expansion, so expect more.
I don't think we're seeing.
And they hinted it in Digital Foundry's interview. They said because they're gonna have like a crazy expansion because Digital Foundry just had like a 30-minute video talking with Playground, and they were talking about Forza Horizon, and they hinted that they got more to reveal, and what they're gonna reveal it in June. But when you figure with Ninja Theory, I think Hellblade's 2023. I think I don't know if it's their new IP is coming out before Gears, before the next Gear. So that's what they're targeting for 2023. Everwild, no, I think that's still later. Undead Labs, no. Compulsion, you said it's 2024. I think, it's been the We Happy Few came out in 2017, 2017. So I think they should be 2023 lines up for them.
It's possible if we see Compulsion this year at whatever this E3 thing you want to call it, it might come out next year. But that's just not the standard. Usually they show a CGI first, then like a year later, then they show gameplay in the following year it comes out.
But that's not the standard for every game they've released. It's just like certain games.
We saw a CGI for Perfect Art. We haven't seen gameplay. We saw a CGI for Ninja Theory's Hellblade 2. Then we just saw gameplay, and we think it's coming out next year. We saw CGI for Fable with no gameplay. It is kind of a trend, kid Smoove.
I'm just saying, with Forza, they went straight to gameplay.
Forza's different. Like, Forza's a racing game, and I think everyone knows what that's going to be.
And every Gears of War has been revealed with gameplay. Avowed is 2023. And I think their Project Pendamin is 2023. So that's 2 from Obsidian next year. And Exile, I think, is 2024. Double Fine, I'm not sure. We know World's Edge is supposed to be doing a console version to Age of Empires, but I don't know if that's this year or next year. And then Mojang, I don't give a fuck. And then the global publishing counts though, because you have IO's game, which is Project Dragon. We know Contraband is coming out. I think Contraband is early next year. I think that's like Q1.
And there's a chance Certain Affinity comes out next year too.
And Certain Affinity, yep. And then you also got As Dusk Falls is this year, and I think Somerville is also this year.
And not to mention that Killer Instinct by Namco might be pretty much done. That might come out next year because that's been a rumor for about 1.5 to 2 years now. So, I don't agree.
What, there's a new Killer Instinct game?
Yes.
Oh, really? I didn't hear about that.
I personally feel like they're gonna have a good year. I think you just Avowed, Hellblade by themselves is good games for next year. I think Hellblade's still up in the air. I know a lot of people have a lot of faith in Ninja Theory. I'm not the biggest fan of their games, but I know Avowed's gonna hit because it's Obsidian and they really ever miss games. As far as Contraband, that's up in the air because I think Avalanche is kind of a hit and miss, my personal opinion. Certain Affinity, they're trying to make like a Monster Hunter type game. It depends on how they do that. That might miss. They have on paper, they have a good 2023, 2024. It's just how these games come out and deliver.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, Jack is probably going to stumble in here crying soon. Go ahead, Upper.
Oh, damn, they must
look at Draymond out in street club.
Y'all think
all them bald ass heads out there? God damn.
Y'all think Xbox can go through this this conference and show a bunch of CG trailers for what's coming in
most likely?
Or do y'all think they have to change it up and be like, okay, this is what's coming soon? And
I got an answer for you. I think this year, right? If they're truly going to answer the questions from last year, I think we see what's going to dominate this year is gameplay and release windows.
Here's the problem. That's what we all think is going to happen.
Do they have those?
But what we already know is going to happen. This thing, it doesn't matter who it is, Nintendo, PlayStation, PC, Xbox. These conferences always end up flopping. You can't tell me the last time somebody had a conference and it turned out like we wanted it to.
Good.
And what are we playing this year from last year? Exactly. None of these conferences are
okay,
good.
but that's what I'm saying though. So if we know what happened last year, right? Like CGI trailers and shit like that, but that's not going to actually deliver us games in the upcoming calendar year or until the next E3. You know what I'm saying? So like, are they going to be showing everything that's coming until basically mid of next year? Everything they got? Are they going to shoot their
I
load
think
real quick?
you'll see some CGI cutscenes scenes from certain games. You know, I think you might see, because here's the thing: they're not just going to come there with stuff that they've already announced. They're gonna have something that they're gonna surprise you with, and that's most likely going to be CGI scene. But you're gonna see Starfield gameplay, you're gonna see the new Forza gameplay, and you're gonna see Avowed gameplay. That's 3 games right there that's highly anticipated you're gonna see gameplay from. Regardless if they have like contraband gameplay in there or the certain Infinity, that's up for debate. But like right there is just 3 games of gameplay that we're probably going to see there, and that's probably going to be a good bulk of the show, unless they do something stupid like a montage of gameplay.
Y'all got an hour and 30 is a long time to fill. You know what I'm saying?
Above all, I hope they don't talk and don't run their mouths.
That's what I'm saying.
That-
If they're
if-
not, if they're
they've
not
gotten
sitting
pretty
around
good at
talking,
that,
if they're not sitting around talking, doing all these developer, bullshit like patting ourselves on the back stuff, you know what I'm saying? And they just showing games.
They haven't done that in a while though, so I don't think.
Yeah,
why,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, wouldn't we expect to see less of that and just more games, right? And to fill an hour and 30 minutes, they gotta show something. You know what I'm saying? And like, this is.
I mean,
this is sorta-
if Starfield, even if they just show 3 games, and I don't think that's going to be, they're going to show more gameplay hopefully than 3 games. If those 3 games come out and they have a very good showing, then I don't understand how that wouldn't satisfy people.
Yeah, as long as this is good enough. Like some stuff being CGI is fine. It's always got to be a balance for me.
They could surprise us with more Hellblade gameplay. People want to see the combat.
Yeah, definitely, because that gameplay we saw, that doesn't really tell us anything. So we definitely need to see some direct, just regular ass combat. And as long as like the CGI, because what I hate about conferences, a lot of times it'd be like 70% CGI, 30% gameplay. Like it should at least be like more even, bro. Like more 50-50, at least 60-40. That's what I need.
Yeah,
like 2% developer chat. Y'all can talk a little bit, but not too much. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even want talking. I just want predetermined gameplay.
games.
I don't want no one popping out there with a controller because it's always corny when they do that. It's always corny when they do that. Like I just want to show us legit gameplay and maybe someone talking over it. And I don't even know if I want that. But it's just like, because the longer, if you have someone out there coming and talking and while they're like navigating through menus and stuff, 10 to 15 minutes tops. And I kind of don't want that long, because then you take away from more of like the newer announcements. We know what, like besides Starfield, I do feel like they need to have a good showing of Starfield.
It's going to be
because that's pretty much the highlight.
Yeah.
What's the over under on a regular activity?
Oh, brother.
we know it's coming.
With somebody with like a half shaved head and pink and shit like that. That's showing up on stage.
Or we're proud to have our first binary or robotical or trans metal fusor.
Leave it alone,
Purple
Bond.
Changer, Optimus Prime. We know it's coming. But here's another thing. We have people. What's the last god tier amazing game Bethesda's developed?
It's one of their RPGs.
I'm going to say Skyrim. Would anybody agree or disagree with that?
Skyrim.
We have people literally out here saying that Bethesda's a legendary developer when their last legendary game was over a decade ago.
Well, I mean, how many games have they made since then? Fallout 4, Skyrim. Am I missing anything?
Fallout 76, Elder Scrolls Online.
They helped make that. They didn't make those games. Other studios made those games.
I'm just saying.
Because if we're talking about that, we got to bring Deathloop into the conversation, Doom into the conversation. Like, we can't just leave one and not the other, because other studios made those games.
My point is they haven't done anything legendary in over a decade.
And I get that, and that's why I feel like the Starfield's got a lot of
exactly
a lot of eyeballs on it.
People think that's a lock. I'm like, it's not a lock. It definitely is not a lock. First of all, what engine is it using?
It's Creation 2.0.
Oh, fucked.
I think
Oh, you're
Let me ask
losing
you
this
with that.
bet off of technical support alone, over technical performance alone.
I think when it comes down to it, Bethesda, even though that they missed Fallout 4 to a lot of people, they have enough of that studio clout that they can get one more game. Like, sure, Fallout 4, and a lot of people like Fallout 4. I wasn't one of those. I kind of felt like they went away from a lot what makes it an RPG, but I do feel like it wasn't a bad game. It just was. I felt like it was a good shooter game or a good adventure game, just not a good Fallout game. Kind of what I feel the same way Breath of the Wild. I felt like Breath of the Wild is a good adventure game, but it's not a good Zelda game.
I can hear that.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm
Jack?
saying is this game's not a lock by any means. What's up, Jack? How the light skin brothers treating you over there?
Are you okay, Jack?
1 point loss, man. Shit's crazy, bro.
I
1
saw.
point loss, man.
I
We gonna
saw,
get them
man.
next game. I ain't even worried, man. You know we lost. We lost a game last series by 1 point, right? Maybe it's just meant to be, but we got to see them boys again on Tuesday. You see what I'm saying? I ain't concerned, man.
Hey, man, Golden State single-handedly with that team. Like, what other W's do light-skinned dudes get? Like in the world?
Well, we get not a lot, but we always hear about colorism towards the other shade of people. But
should never brought it up.
Exactly. But they gonna bring us this W because Will Smith brought us an eternal L. Will Smith sent us back to the fucking shadow realm.
You consider yourself light-skinned, Bond?
Yes.
Bond is definitely light skinned.
And in fact, it's not even that I consider myself light skinned. Other black people made that distinction for me. So by default, that's what I am.
Yo, y'all got that one dude that played on Barbershop. You know what I'm talking about? That light skinned dude.
That being all the other Tyler Perry movies.
Yeah, y'all got him. So
I know what you're
just
talking
be
about.
happy, man. Just be happy.
All right,
let me give that dropped his kids out the window.
A perfect example, BG. You ever watch the Jamie Foxx show?
Yep.
Niggas in middle school used to call me Braxton. That nigga light skinned.
He is. Indeed. Well.
I'm changed, man. Like Idris is out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got 2 Idrises now. We got the Idris off of Snowfall too. His name is Idris. You know, watch that shit.
Yeah. I mean, I guess Knuckles is black now too.
Another Idris, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we're in right now, dog. Just let us ride this shit out. You know, it's gonna be your turn again shortly. You know,
Golden State taking it.
Shout out to Xbox and their show later. In June. We'll see how they do. All right. What else we got? WB Games are trying to sell off their studios still and license out their IPs. So
hold up real quick, BG. Somebody said Stalker 2's delayed indefinitely because the studio's in Ukraine. Damn.
They got moved. They moved them out of there. But that still could delay the game, but they moved them out of there.
Okay.
How were they able to move them? Them niggas supposed to be fighting.
What?
They pass a law like 18 to 60. You got to go to war.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they was already
like
out.
AK, like, dog, you gotta stay.
Yeah, they passed the laws. How the hell they get them out?
I guess they was already gone by the time that law was passed.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but WB Games, they're trying to sell off their studios, and license out their IPs. They don't want to let go of them IPs, completely. They don't want to sell those things, so they're just trying to sell the studios.
Yeah, look at Sony. I mean, Spider-Man, Marvel.
Exactly. So some of the WB studios, we got Avalanche Software, Monolith, NetherRealm, Rocksteady, WB Montreal, WB New York, and Boston, but I think those are like support studios. So yeah, it's mainly Montreal, Rocksteady, NetherRealm, Monolith, Avalanche Software. And interested parties, they said there's a bunch of interested parties. Tencent, Sony, Microsoft, and I think it might have been Embracer Group. A bunch of them, like a bunch of people are interested. I was thinking if I'm gonna be real, like
has to get Rocksteady. If Sony gets Rocksteady, that's gonna be a fucking smack in the dick.
I think okay, yeah, I was thinking the same thing that Xbox would want. What would they want? I think they would want Monolith or Rocksteady because people always screaming about them having a superhero game. Monolith is working on Wonder Woman, I think. Rocksteady makes all these, Batman games, or whatever. But then they would need to like get the license, obviously with those for like future games or whatever. And I would think, like off the top of my head, if PlayStation or Microsoft got one of these, I would think PlayStation would want. Honestly, I would think they would want NetherRealm.
Actually, I think Microsoft needs to get NetherRealm.
I would think that too, because PlayStation already has all the Japanese fighters that really don't have a big presence on Xbox.
And plus, I don't actually see it, like maybe NetherRealm, but they got Evo. Like I don't feel like they really need to have a head-to-head fighter represent for them. Like they got the king of the tournament, so like they don't really need that kind of marketing.
They don't, but the only reason I say that is because PlayStation owns Evo, and there's rumors of them, possibly trying to get Arc systems, but they still don't own any developer that makes fighting games. You got to try. You got to. It makes sense for you to, even though you own Evo, you should have at least one studio that makes fighting games. They don't only make sets. They don't have one yet.
I think all fighting games should be multiplayer. It's not a big genre. I don't think any fighting game should really be exclusive.
No, but it doesn't have to be exclusive. That's the thing.
And it's actually better for the genre in general because it's so niche.
But it doesn't have to be. They could own it and still keep it multiplat.
I just feel like
that's stupid. They're not going to do that. Only Microsoft can do that.
I feel like because they own Evo, they don't really need like a foot in that marketplace because at the end of the day, they wouldn't do it, but they could easily gravitate the marketing to anything they want. They could use that to leverage themselves into like exclusive deals with like Street Fighter because like it's going to help for them when you go to Evo and Street Fighter's posted everywhere because they own the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy how Microsoft has the most studios, but we're all saying they need more studios because they don't have any games.
I would almost bet Tencent gets, at least one of these studios. I would almost bet, man.
I don't think they're going to sell any of them.
They've been trying to for a little bit, trying to do something, trying to close the deal.
I feel like a lot of things have been saying, but I don't feel like nothing's going to actually happen until if you start seeing these games come out and flop, then we can have a different conversation. But I think Discovery's intentionally, not taking any of these deals because they are curious on what kind of money they can make off like this Harry Potter game. And if this Harry Potter game does well, I highly doubt they sell them.
Here's what's gonna happen. They say they're trying to sell, right? Expect in the next month or two, bad working conditions, sexual misconduct. You know what's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen, and it's gonna go on sale.
Interesting, man, because they've been trying to sell for since last year, and nothing's happened yet. But
you got to think with WB games and everything like that. Like if Tencent buys them, like it really doesn't affect the in-base consumer video game market that much. You know what I'm saying? Like games are still third party. The only thing that becomes is really going to change the scales, tip the scales a little bit, is if Microsoft or Sony buys them or Nintendo, which I doubt. You know what I'm saying? But like if one of the big three buys this studio, then things are potentially first party exclusive deals, shit like that, or even the licensing agreements. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like if they get the licensing for what does WB own? Like Lord of the Rings and shit like that? Like
Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter. Mortal Kombat, Batman, Legos.
The only way I see Microsoft really investing into that is if they can get a licensing agreement for years. Like I don't see them purchasing studios just to make one game. Like they would have to have multiple contracts, like a 10-year exclusivity on their IPs. Like I just don't see Microsoft just purchasing a studio to make one Batman game and then just have to scramble after that to make something else.
I
Yeah,
mean,
so
because
that's what I'm
Attic, I
saying. Like,
disagree because
They already doing that.
The Batman movies hot. They already making a second one.
Xbox
yeah,
already doing that though.
That's true too, Jack.
You know what I'm saying? They already bought
what?
multiple companies to make one game, and they not really making shit else. Like,
Well, no, what companies?
343
343
Coalition.
No,
Like,
They built them,
but they can
Mojang?
continue. But they own Halo. They own Minecraft. They can do whatever they
you
want.
saying they
want to
own the IP is what you saying.
All I'm saying is, unless they sign on and buy a studio and have like a 10-year contract or like a 5-game contract, they're not going to buy a studio to make one Batman game and then have to scramble to negotiate for the second one.
yes,
I mean,
that's what I'm
Sony's
saying.
doing it.
Like, they should be looking at Xbox should be looking at the DC licensing deal. Like, dog, we got DC Comics, and that's all.
Yeah, they gotta go to
pay
DC
you
directly.
that.
Like, you know what I mean?
No,
Well,
but
hold on.
no,
Sony
WB,
did that.
WB. I thought WB owned the DC.
There's different
licensing
things
deal.
when it comes to Sony. Sony, I'm convinced Sony used the movie Spider-Man license that they had, and they leveraged themselves into the other ones. Microsoft, they have all the money in the world, but they don't have something like Spider-Man that Disney wants like that bad. So they don't have that leverage. And I'm pretty sure that if you were able to look at that contract, I would not be surprised if there's like non-competes in there where no one else can make Marvel products but them in terms of games.
Because when you look at this, like the value in this, the most valuable stuff is not the studios. It's the IP that's really valuable. Because, you know, without it, because if you get the studio but not the IP, you don't really have much, right? Because let's say you get that same studio to make a game just like the IP, without that name, that name recognition, it's not really nothing. So I don't know if it's possible, but if I'm one of these publishers, I'm like, listen, I know y'all want to license this out, but what would it take? You know, like, what would it really take for us to like own? I know there's some IPs they're obviously not going to sell, but like, I know y'all can come up off something. I want that ownership over in that
unless you could, I don't know, like logistically, if you can buy like game license without buying the full license. I just, even that, like the reason I feel like NetherRealm is a safe bet for Microsoft is because they can put them on Killer Instinct. And I feel like they might let go of the Mortal Kombat license more than like the Harry Potter license and the Lord of the Rings license. Like, I feel like they might be able to buy that IP. But as far as like the DC stuff, I don't see them selling that. I just don't see Microsoft.
I don't see that.
Yeah, and I don't see Microsoft willing to take that kind of investment unless they have work for those studios. They can make new IPs, but I feel like what entitles to those Warner Brothers studios is the fact that they can make superhero stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but that's what Microsoft is severely lacking right now when you look at like the direct competition. You know what I'm saying? Like, in a vacuum, Microsoft doesn't need to get that licensing deal. But like with Sony coming out with, you know, Spider-Man 2, Wolverine, God knows what's next, you know what I'm saying? With their relationship with Marvel, like Microsoft does need to do something about that and like shore up their superhero game, because comic books sell. Like, these movies do billions of dollars, you know what I'm saying? These games sell like hotcakes. So like,
Because the superhero games we got coming out right now, it's the Knights, Gotham Knights, Wonder Woman, Spider-Man 2. That's it, right? Those so far are like the
Wolverine.
superhero. Oh yeah, and Wolverine, the comic book superhero.
Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah, Suicide Squad. Forgot about that. And you know, there's going to be more on the way. So
it just depends on what happens with this Discovery. Like, if they end up selling the studios to someone with no licensed IP, you know, they might stop. They might stop making those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know, like comic book stuff, when it's decent enough, is a cash cow. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's loving it. You know what I'm saying? So as long as it's not Marvel's Avengers and just like trash, you know what I'm saying? Like, you make yourself a Guardians of the Galaxy and you're in there.
Marvel's are regulars.
Exactly. Like, dog, you could take a game like Guardians of the Galaxy and make something of it. So
Yeah.
like with
And
everything DC has in the lineup, that's I'd say that'd be a good investment with all these trillions of
And the
fucking
only
dollars.
reason Guardians didn't even sell well is because of bad marketing. There's people that literally didn't even know there was a Guardians game out, bro. Like,
So, and because Avengers was like a piece of shit, you know what I'm saying? And
True. Yeah.
I think people were kind of salty on whether or not they wanted to go into another superhero team game, without that good marketing from Guardians of the Galaxy to really differentiate. They could have used a fucking demo. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we're not Avengers. They needed to show people that.
Yeah.
But
So yeah, we'll see what happens with this WB situation. Yeah, we'll see. All right. PlayStation has blocked stacking PlayStation Plus subscriptions. Right? Don't know if this is permanent or just temporary while they, do this pivot to the new PlayStation Plus. But a lot of people are against it. I mean, I'm against it because listen, I be stacking. Okay, when I see this stuff on sale, like when it be on sale for like $30, $40, I get it for like three more years, right? But now they're removing stacking. Once again, don't know if it's a permanent thing or temporary thing. And they're doing it because they know they lose out on money by allowing stacking. But the thing is, I don't understand how this could be a permanent decision, right? Because they set up these subscriptions for you to stack. Like when you do it, like when you put in continue to put in codes, it tells you in the PlayStation menu up until when your subscription ends. Right? So the fact that it tells you that means that they designed the system for you to stack it. So why would they suddenly be like, "Oh, we don't want you to stack no more"? So I don't understand this one. Jack?
I mean, me personally, I don't think it's permanent. They just doing it so people don't finesse the system right now. Do I agree with it? Not entirely. Do I understand it? Of course. The thing about it too, though, like they kind of finessing themselves at the end of the day, because the thing, you don't even got to really give somebody a deal. If somebody think they getting a deal, they gonna try to exploit it, right? So, you mean if I go buy $150 worth of PSN cards and that, so you would have had motherfuckers running out there spending crazy amounts of money on fucking 5-6 years or plus or whatever the case may be. So at the end of the day, they kind of losing money because it's people that would have ran. Matter of fact, they should have announced it like, get these purchases in before this date, or you gonna have to pay the full amount. They could have finessed the situation, but I guess they feel like in the long run they're gonna lose money. So shit.
And Jack, I feel like how many people, like realistically, like all the people that play on PlayStation knew about that? Like I would say it's a small percentage of people.
You gotta be in tune to know about some shit.
But
that's
what's
what
crazy?
I mean. Like they're doing bad publicity over a minority of people.
No, and this is the thing. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I completely disagree because everybody knew. You can tell you how everybody knew. PlayStation sent out a fucking email to everybody, right? That said, hey, when we drop this new tier in June, this is going away. This tiers are going away. But right now, if you have this, it stacks and equals this.
How many people read the emails though? I mean, like, come on, man. Like,
I get that, right? But like, dog, if you're in tuned and you're one of these people that's like, dog, I'm gonna stack this subscription service up that I fuck with, right? You should probably be one of these people that are reading your emails and know about a change to the service. But
that's what you're saying, though. We're talking about a small percentage of people, though.
Yeah, but this is my only thing too. Like mathematically, like I don't like this doesn't make sense, right? PlayStation was actually doing people a favor, and what confuses people, I think, is Xbox. Xbox be fucking the game up because right now.
Oh my god.
No, hear me out. Right now, you can stack Xbox subscriptions, right, and do all this money saving shit, right? Like you shouldn't be able to do that though, right? Because that's a loophole in the system, and like you get over and you get all these years and everything at a discounted price. But hear me out.
Couldn't you stack PlayStation subscriptions before this happened?
Yeah, but this is how it was. This is how it was working once the conversion started taking place, right? So,
but that's their fault. They let people stack these, and now they're punishing people for stacking them.
No. What happened was when they sent out this email, and this is what I'm saying, motherfuckers need to start reading. Reading is fundamental because when they sent out the email, it said even if you don't have PlayStation Plus, right, and you just have PlayStation Now, whatever subscription you have to PlayStation Now then equals PlayStation Plus Premium, right? So with the price model at the time, right, either PlayStation Plus for a year is $60 or PlayStation Now for a year is $60. So the way you stack is just buy PlayStation Now cards and not PlayStation Plus. So the $60 then nets you $120 worth of service, which is PlayStation Premium.
Though, upper room. You really all you have to do, you have to have an active PS Now
No,
account.
you don't. No, you don't.
No, listen.
No, you
no,
don't.
that is how you have to do it. Look,
No,
look, I'm
no,
telling
no.
you. Look. Let me give you an example. If you got PS Plus for the next 10 years stacked up, as long as you have an active PS Now account the day that service goes live in the US, that 10 years converts. You see what I'm saying?
But this is what I'm saying though. This is the trick of the conversion when it took place when they sent that email. You didn't have to have PS Plus. You only had to have PS Now. So if you bought a $60 PS Now for like 10 of them, you know what I'm saying? 10 years of PS Now. You put those codes in, then you have 10 years. That's going to convert to 10 years of PS Plus Premium.
It's gonna do it either way though, is what I'm saying.
No. Because you're $60 worth of PS Plus, right? If you're not paying for PS Now, right? So you
just have to have both of them the day that it activates. You have to have both.
No, you don't.
You can have PS Now, but you could have got PS Now for what I'm saying is you could have had PS Now for $10, and if you already had 10 years of Plus stacked up, it was gonna convert regardless. You know what I'm saying?
But this is what I'm saying, and this is the trick, and this is the math. Hear me out. If you don't have PS Plus, right? So I don't have PS Plus, a PS Plus subscription, so I'm not paying that $60, right? If I would have bought a year of PS Now, and that's it, $60. That converts to PS Plus Premium, which costs $120.
Yes.
So you get what I'm saying? I'm stacking up 50% saving, right? But that's not the price of the service, PS Plus Premium. If somebody has PS Plus and PS Now, right, for a year, I'm already paying $120, right? So that converts to the exact same fucking thing.
This is what I'm saying, though.
The way you get over is just buy PS Now.
No. Because look, upper room. Let me ask you a question, upper room. On average, what do you think people have more of, PS Now or PS Plus?
Nobody. That's why the stacking works for.
Well, no. What I'm saying is it specifically tells you whatever date the longest service you got is what it's gonna convert to, right? So if you most people don't stack PS Now. Most people stack PS Plus is what I'm saying. So that is what's gonna convert. You see what I'm saying? Most people got 5-10 years of PS Plus. So if you buy 1 month of PS Now, that will convert to 10 years of the same shit, and you will be way cheaper. You see what I'm saying?
Let me just say that y'all have completely lost me because I seen that chart. Like, was it PlayStation that officially released that conversion chart?
That chart was ass.
And I'm like, what is this garbage? Like, this looks like the Pythagorean theorem, and I've always been bad at math. As soon as I opened that chart, I closed it. I'm like, I'm not even going to understand none of this. But going back to what Attic said about how many people knew about like just stacking in general, because I did it, I assumed everybody did it. I assumed everybody like stacked.
So you assumed everybody was the scumbag that sneaks in the movie theaters like you do?
It's I don't think stacking was an exploit.
That's not no scumbag shit. That ain't no scumbag shit.
I don't think it's
That's what I'm saying. Like, they've been letting you do that for years, so now it's an issue because
if you catch it on sale, why not buy 2 or 3 years?
Because
price,
because I think it's
I
different.
was told by go ahead.
Because it's my I still don't fully understand how people keep getting Game Pass for $1, but that's like an exploit, ain't it? Like I don't even understand how it works. But like
not really.
But like people, okay, how do you do it? Because people talk about it all the time. How do you keep getting it for $1?
I've only got it one time.
Bro, you keep making new accounts and they offer new accounts.
You do not have to do that. You do not have to, bro. I can show y'all my Microsoft account. I have had Game Pass for over 2 years, right? And I've only paid $1.09 every time I got it. Look, usually, sometimes you gotta let your shit lapse, right? Sometimes you can let it lapse, and they'll be like, "Oh, come back for $1," or they'll do a promotion if you sign up for. Because there's so many different versions of Game Pass. They might have a promotion like, "Oh, if you sign up for PC for Game Pass, it's $1, right?" Well, I'm only on PC anyway, so I can just sign up for that one for $1 and it'll work, right? So it's different ways you could do it without doing that little make a new account for that.
That did because I did it once for Ultimate, and then I did it once for PC, but it hasn't let me do it again for Ultimate because where me and Smoove share a digital library, I don't have to have Game Pass.
Yeah, sometimes it don't work. Sometimes it don't work, but sometimes like if you just try it a couple of times, that should have go through. Like
because all I ever hear about people is like I'm sure there are, but I've never met somebody that be like, oh yeah, I paid full price for Game Pass. Like I don't. Do people still like what even is the full actual price for Game Pass? I honestly don't.
$10 to $15.
Because like everybody I talk to has been like, oh, I did this and then I did this and I went through the back, and found a way to pay it
back.
A lot of people stacked PlayStation Gold and then they converted it to Ultimate, and that's where you're seeing a lot.
Did there too. Yeah, you could have converted. Was it $1 a year or some shit like that?
I have a question.
No, it's $1 one time.
Oh shit! So see they did that finesse. Yeah, they had.
So how it goes is you get gold and then you convert it, and I think you have to upgrade it to gold, which it's $1 to upgrade. It might be 10. I don't remember, but I don't think I paid $10. But you pretty much pay that one time to get the Ultimate, and then you have it for however long you had gold.
So is this like a legit thing, or y'all look at it as just like
you can only do it one time?
That was a promotion.
You can only do it one time.
Okay, well, yeah, like I said, all this stuff, as long as it's not like finesse, getting around the way it's supposed to be designed, I don't see no problem with it. Like just like stacking.
Some people are finessing it though. Some people are doing the thing with Smoove talking about where they'll make a new account and then once they redeem it, they'll just put the Game Pass on their actual main account. So it's a way you can finesse it, and it's a way you can like.
Because you just need a new email.
What you do is you make a new email. You start a new account, do the promotion for $1, and then make that new account the home for your Xbox, and everything on your Xbox has Game Pass.
Then you know what else too though, BG? If you activate, I don't know if they still do this, but if you sometime when they offer it, if you activate like recurring billing, you will get another month for free. Like you'll get another month on top of that.
And then you can just turn it off.
Yeah, then you can just turn it back off. Hey, them dudes crazy.
Hey,
I got a question. This seems overly complicated. Just like fuck this shit. I'll just game on PC. And another thing, I was told by a bald doctor, and ironically now Rev is bald too, that PC gamers are cheap and they always wait for sales, and y'all just talked about a half an hour about going into the bargain bin basement to get some fucking coupons from like Giant, Publix, or ShopRite or some shit.
I mean, that we were just telling you what other people do.
I mean, this shit is like.
I mean, Jack said he does it, so never mind.
And that's what I'm saying. The whole funny thing is about frame rates and resolution and Steam sales and VRR, whatever it is. Everybody makes fun of it until they get to use it, and then it's okay. Ain't that funny?
It's just like when it comes to your favorite game, like. When something's exclusive, it doesn't matter till it's your favorite game.
It don't matter to me. I just buy it. I ain't broke.
I hope they bring back stacking, because I definitely be taking advantage of it, and I don't see no way
they're not gonna bring it back. They definitely gonna bring it back
because it honestly, even though it maybe in the long run, it may take away some money out their pockets, but I'm still buying more now because it's cheaper, so it still works out for you.
They'd be fucking stupid. They're not gonna cut off that revenue flow. Why would you stop people from spending more money with you? That's dumb as fuck.
Yeah, more money ahead of time. Than like if you should want me to give you money now when you don't even have to actually deliver the service until like years later.
Motherfucker might buy 10 years of Plus and die tomorrow. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, don't get that money up front.
I be thinking about that. That would be crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like they're okay with people converting like a year, but they don't want. And who knows? We don't know how many people was using this service too. They could have been stacking like 10, 15 years of PlayStation. Yeah. Pretty much the rest of their life.
I don't think there was a limit. I don't think there was a limit.
I heard people say they had up to 10 years, so I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean,
yeah.
So I mean, I can understand from their point, but here's my thing when it comes down to it. It's like you set up these parameters for people to do this, and it's completely legit. You're the one going in there and limiting it.
Yeah.
I didn't want people to do that $10 finesse, because that's what I was damn sure gonna do. I was gonna buy a $10 month of PS Now right before that shit switched over, and get my shit converted.
Are we watching Metal Gear Pokemon? Because this nigga been creeping around for like a whole 45 minutes. Like, this is what this game is?
That's Pokemon? What the hell?
As Legends Arceus.
Oh, Nintendo fan love them big ass empty open worlds, don't they?
Yeah,
exactly. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely. You look all the way in the background. Ain't nothing nowhere. Just emptiness. Ain't nothing nowhere, bro.
He looked like he in the Xbox Game Studios library.
That really tickle y'all fancy over there, huh? There's one enemy on this motherfucker. This is crazy. Putting a bear in the wasteland out this bitch.
I mean, listen, there could be something all the way back in the mountains, but you know it ain't gonna show. It ain't. You know the hybrid powerhouse ain't got that much power to show all that depth of field and all that stuff back there.
This is crazy.
Could be a whole house on that mountain. You would never know. Shout out to Nintendo. What else we got? Trek to Yomi comes out this week. I don't know how anybody feels about this.
It comes out May 5th. Yeah.
Trek
what
to
is
Yomi.
it?
Trek to Yomi. It is a 2D, right? Samurai
2.5D.
2.5D, black and white color palette samurai game.
It's actually a pretty fun game.
Tried it?
Yeah, I played it at PAX.
What do you think?
It's. I do think that the concept they have is really good. There was a couple things that like rotating when you would do certain things that I think maybe it would change like certain scenarios. Like remember like in the old what's like Star Fox, where if you do segments in a certain way, it would change something. Mm-hmm. I think there might be a little bit of that going on there, but I enjoyed what I played of it.
Okay. It's going to be day one on Game Pass.
Oh God!
Oh,
awesome.
brother,
that's awesome.
Because at first it reminded me of Limbo, right? I always thought like this is a samurai Limbo, and I'm like,
I actually like it more than Limbo.
Whoa.
Okay. Yeah, I'm unsure about it. This is actually one of those most of the time ahead of time I know if I'm gonna buy a game. This one I'm unsure. This is it's a wait and see actually. I don't know.
We're gonna get to Ghost of Tsushima on Xbox.
Fire.
I hope that Ghost of Tsushima blows that game out of the water. You can't even compare that game even remotely to it.
But we'll see. Is this a Devolver Digital game?
Yes. Yeah, they published it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. We'll see what that look like. It comes out Friday. We'll see.
My birthday's Friday as well, so if anybody want to gift me anything, keep them coming.
I want to gift you with the insight to make better decisions, Smoove.
God
bless you, brother.
What can you gift a man that has Game Pass? That's everything.
That's also true. I give you $1 for another month. You need that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you $1.09, man. I'm gonna send you $1.09, bro. I got you.
Got everything you can want, brother. Okay. Sifu, the developer Slow Clap has released their roadmap for spring, summer, fall, and winter. So this week, I don't remember which day, but this week the first update is dropping, and that's coming with the difficulty options, because if you remember, Sifu did not have any difficulty options. It had just a de facto general game mode. So I believe what I've been told is, so there's 3 new difficulties coming out this week: Student, Disciple, and Master. And we've been playing on Disciple apparently, and game is pretty challenging on Disciple. So Master is going to be even harder than what we've been playing. So I've been wanting to go back to Sifu for a minute, because the game is still so fun. So that's coming out this week.
Do the new difficulties feature any DLC trophies for beating said difficulties, or
not that I saw? They do have a new outfit also coming with these difficulties, but that's it. And then in the summer, in the summer there's going to be an advanced scoring gameplay modifier. So You know, you get to, score, stack up your score depending on these modifiers. No pendant, 1 health point, no guarding, stronger enemies, golden staff, all skills unlocked, bullet time. So, you could use that stuff to make the game harder, and then that'll affect the score multiplier and all that stuff. And in the fall, there's going to be a replay editor, new modifiers, and new outfits. And in the winter, new game mode, arenas. So, that's going to be where you just, fight in certain arenas. I guess the kind of like almost like a horde mode, or, a whatchamacallit mode where nonstop enemies just keep coming at you. That's what I really want. So the roadmap is okay. I don't really care for stuff that's coming in summer and fall. I'll play the game over on this new difficulty that's coming out this week. But yeah, roadmap's okay.
Roadmap is trash. I don't know. They failed to put an Xbox version on there. So.
Oh, that's what they're missing.
Yeah.
Well, the game came out in March, right? Was it March? So PlayStation.
Or February, I think. Yeah.
PlayStation time deal. It's probably a year.
Is this a timed exclusive, or is it just? I mean, what they doing?
I don't know. But if it is,
it could be. I'm broke. I can only make one platform at a time exclusive. Some shit
PC,
like that.
Smoove? Ain't it on PC?
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a PC, brother? What's going on? What's the issue?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I usually am, but yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, I don't think it's that good.
It's very good, but I don't think Smoove.
I liked it. I only played the first one.
Hold on. Smoove said he bought a PC to play hybrid PlayStation exclusives. First of all, what is that, Smoove? Define.
That sounds like Sifu to me. Shit.
Oh, it's just another way of saying console exclusive.
So Sifu.
Yeah, so Sifu.
Oh, okay.
So why are you going? How much did you pay for that PC?
How much? Well, I don't know. I've had this PC for actually since 2016. I just upgraded it since then. A couple
and you paid like $800 for a graphics card, right?
I think 700.
Oh, 700. So you bought a computer to play hybrid PlayStation games when you have a PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain this logic?
Oh, the PlayStation was supposed to just hold me over until I got a decent graphics card.
Now you want to return the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Smoove is full of it.
Video rendering.
No sense.
So Smoove,
video rendering was actually for the mainly part.
Smoove, I got you, brother. He bought the computer for video rendering. Yeah. I got you. Don't worry about it, bro.
Your GPU has nothing to do with video rendering.
All right, so this is what happened, right?
He bought a new CPU too, though, right?
I bought, so it all started with a capture card that I bought, and it said I needed a 10 series card or better to use it. So I was like, well,
content creation. There you go, yeah.
So, and then I couldn't find one, and then everybody who wanted to sell me a 1080 or a 2080 wanted to charge me $500-$600, and I'm like, for all that, I can probably luck up and get a 30 series card. So that's what happened. It just so happens that I got it. And then Elgato decides to release a VRR capture card, and I'm like, and I got them both at the same time. And I'm like, well, now I might as well just use it for some video games.
Let me tell you why you're full of it, Smoove. Okay.
Why?
You've never been that guy to wait for a game, right? That's a PC like elitist type trait where they'll be like, it'll be like, I ain't in no rush, I'll wait for it, like that's PC dudes, like, I'll wait, I'll wait a year. I don't know. That's how I picture them saying it.
Come on.
That's how I picture them sounding when they talk about it. I'll wait a year. I'm in no rush. Whatever. I don't need to I'll wait for it to come on my PC. You're not, but that's not you, Smoove. That's not you. You play games when they come out. So this selling your PS5, you ain't gonna wait for God of War and Spider-Man to come to PC.
Yeah,
that's not you.
No, I mean, no, like you talking about like Spider-Man 2 and all that other shit like that? Like yeah, but like, there's these games that I think PlayStation has been, doing more investments into PC, and it's looking more likely that a lot of these games that would usually do console first get that co-PC release. Like how much? I mean, put money on it. Do you think the Last of Us remake is going to be console first, or is it going to come simultaneously with PC?
I think it's console first.
It's
Absolutely.
not coming to PC at all.
The Last of Us remake, that would be a waste of a release.
The
Just
old,
like every game they released on PlayStation 5
To be honest,
been a waste of a
The
release.
Last of Us remake though, but like a brand new.
I'm not talking about Last of Us 3. I'm talking about remake. I'm talking about remake.
That's what I'm saying though. A remake. That's what I'm saying. Like a remake. Yeah, that might come to PC at the same time.
I think
God of War is not.
I think there's certain IPs that they are. Look, it's some things that's telling about all this shit. The fact that, first of all, the Nvidia leaks. The fact that Bloodborne is not on there, or like a Persona 5, like it's certain games that just I feel like they not, or the Last of Us 2 or 1, like the original ones, right? So I don't
exactly. That's my thing. Like PlayStation they have yet to put a new game on PC simultaneously. We've only gotten old games much after they released. So no, I don't think they haven't even put the
Legacy of Thieves Day 1 on there.
They haven't put any Last of Us 1, the original, the remastered 1 or 2 on PC yet. So why would they put the remake on there? I don't think that's gonna happen. So
well, if the remake is coming out within the next 12 months, I guarantee it'll be on PC day one because I
will take that bet right now.
I'll take that too.
I'll take that,
but I'll let Bond handle it. He got the legend.
Motherfucker, my damn, so goddamn
move. I'll take that bet right now.
Don't
Last
get
of Us
now,
remake
Smoove.
day and date on PC. I will take that right now.
Take the bet, Smoove.
Yeah, I'm taking it.
Oh man!
Congratulations, Bond. You got another one.
Let me lie. Let me get this
shit is crazy.
I can't believe this keeps happening. How does he?
But Smoove, you got to look at the track record, though. Smoove, Uncharted is a 5-year-old game. It was like a 5-6-year-old game at that point. If they didn't launch that day and date on PC with the remake, like what make you think they're gonna do it with a big game like Last of Us remake?
No,
bro?
he said the Last of Us he said the Last of Us remake day and date on PC.
Day
right?
one. Yep. Like we don't even have a release date for Uncharted collection on PC. We know what's coming. It's not even. We don't even.
Yeah,
got a
they
date
got
yet,
Iron Galaxy port in it, so that might not even turn out to be that great.
Ghost of Tsushima leaked for PC over a year ago, and it still hasn't gotten announced yet. Like they not.
That's the thing. Like
they
I
not
don't
rushing
doubt.
that shit out, bro.
Exactly. I don't doubt it's coming to PC, but they have they're working in chronological order of when the games come out to put it on PC, and maybe once they're all caught up, then maybe some games launch day one on PC, but they're not there yet. Like this is a game that didn't even start out being made by Naughty Dog. This was being made by Bend, right? Initially, like I think.
And they already got a game on PC.
Yeah, but I'm saying the development.
They're already working out. They're already working out their porting kinks. Like,
Did you see that shit that leaked about PlayStation about their PC shit? Like it was some games they was working on PS4 versions, which we talked about. They was working on, according to this rumor, which has also been right about shit. They was gonna put Returnal on PS4. They was gonna put Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart on PS4, which people say can't run on PS4. Go figure, right? But instead they canceled them. I guess because it's new PS Now essential bullshit or whatever the fuck, because you can play it on the cloud or whatever. But yeah. Smoove, you lost his bet, bro.
How many bets do you have currently pending with Smoove, Bond? Like how many bets is there?
Maybe 3.
We've been averaging 1 a month, so probably 5 this year. I mean, I'm about to play some Bone Thugs and Harmony. It's first of the month.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
Well, I'm on track to win that Xbox overtaking PlayStation in North America bet. So
1, it was worldwide, and 2,
no, it was not worldwide. Why would I bet worldwide, bro?
Y'all gotta nail that down, man. Y'all gotta.
Why would I bet worldwide?
Y'all gotta figure that out.
Somebody got to find that. Y'all said it on the
podcast. When it's time.
Y'all said it live on the podcast.
Yeah, we said it live on the podcast. I just can't.
I have everything dated on an Excel sheet on my computer, but it's packed up. But I'm moving in June, so I'm not really worried about it right now. But it's world, and why would you do that, Smoove? Because you make dumb bets. That's why. And another thing is, right? Help me understand this, Jack. He buys a PC and he wants to sell his PlayStation because PlayStation is porting their games to PC when the motherfucking Microsoft puts their games day and date day one on the PC. Hell, they put games on the PC before the Xbox.
Yeah, I don't understand a lot.
How does that make sense?
Well, Smoove said he wants playing on PC makes him feel like he's playing on Xbox. That's what he said.
That's not what he said before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before he said, remember when he said he would never use Steam? And he'll never play on PC and PCs for nerds and all that shit?
Yeah, I said all that shit.
You are more demonic than any ex-girlfriend I've ever had. The only difference is you give me money.
Wow.
I thought that was gonna take a turn.
No, we ain't going there.
All right,
Wowzers.
Well,
congrats on another win bet. Bob.
I mean, Smoove, we might as well. I got some games I want to get now. We might as well. What do they call that when you admit defeat and come to an agreement in court, like a settlement?
Yeah.
A plea deal.
Yeah. So
we might be going.
So what? Hold on. Here's the question, right? So when this game gets announced, right? Are y'all going off the announcement? Like,
no, he said release day and date.
Yeah, but I'm saying, okay, if they announce it only for PlayStation, that's enough confirmation, right?
If that shit is coming to PC, they'll say it the day.
Exactly. So y'all not wait until it actually comes out.
Here's the good part about the bet, because I'm always 2 steps ahead. Let's just say they do announce a PC version. And then let's say Naughty Dog says, you know what? We need another week of fine-tuning before we release the PC version. That ain't day and date.
See? Jesus.
Yeah, I was just asking, is Smoove going to pay you when the announcement is made or when the game actually comes out? You know,
when the announcement's made, because they ain't gonna make an announcement and then when like, oh yeah, by the way, the PC version is coming. They ain't gonna do that.
Okay, be ready to
They don't want that backlash, bro.
That would be like the first time in history that's ever been done. But the 3 most recent bets I've been taking on my phone since my PC's packed up. March 27th, Smoove bet that Starfield will get a 90 plus Metascore. That ain't happening. April 10th, Smoove said Perfect Dark will release. The next Perfect Dark will release before the next Tomb Raider.
Yep.
That ain't happening. Perfect Dark is as good as fucking Vaporware. Fucking Yagami Light hit fucking that development studio. And then today, The Last of Us Remake Day 1. I mean, Smoove, like, you say how you get games on Steam. I mean, you gotta win sometime.
Yo, there's a good chance I might win all 3 of those, yo.
No way.
A really good chance.
I'll make you another bet right now that you won't win all 3. I'll make another bet right now you won't win all 3.
This nigga betting on bets.
I'll make a bet right now you won't even win 2 out of the 3.
That's actually a good bet for you, Smoove. That because to win that bet, all you got to do is win 1 out of the 3 bets. So you should bet on that, Smoove.
No, the media got Starfield nuts in their mouth right now. So you might, mean?
Smoove, you should take that bet on the bet.
That 90
No.
Betception.
He said he bet he'll win all 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a bet on
that
the
means he would
overall
have
bets.
to win all 3, not one of 3.
It's like when you do a split in blackjack.
You're right.
Yeah, you're thinking about it the wrong way, BG. He would have to go 3 for 3, not 1 for 3.
Oh,
that's what he's saying. And that's why I said, if you think you're gonna win all 3 of them, then yeah, I'll take that bet too.
No, I'm good. I'm good where I stand. I think I have a good chance.
I'll bet you, Smoove, that you won't get 2 out of the 3.
But I'm not gonna fall for any of those bets. But I'm just saying, like Starfield scoring a 90 or better. That's I'm willing to take.
Have a possibility it happens, Smoove. 2 of them do.
You said there was another one, Perfect Dark, before the next Tomb Raider. Absolutely, yep. I feel comfortable with that. And this Last of Us one, because this is no point. It is literally no point to remake it.
There is a
Unless
point.
you're-
It's called the
what
sell
Why do
consoles.
people keep saying that, bro?
Now,
It's
will
movie.
it
It's
will
a
will it
TV
have
show.
will it have will this come
Bro.
packaged with the factions?
That's
Of
rumored.
course.
It's rumored. Yeah.
Bro,
It has
If
to.
it's coming back to the faction, it has no choice but to come out on PC
Bro.
as well.
no, it don't, bro. I've been saying this shit day one. As a matter of fact, I think they probably end up putting that. Everybody keep talking about standalone factions. If anything, they gonna put it on PS4 because it'll still be able to run at 60 frames.
Yep.
It'll
If
still be able to run at
factions
60
doesn't
exactly.
come
Worse
to this
graphics.
game, first of all, I think this game would be PS4, PS5 before PS5, PC.
That's what I'm saying.
And here's the other thing, Smoove. There's a better chance of factions going to PC than the actual entire Last of Us
Game.
remake game.
Yep.
That's different. That would still lose you to bet because the game is not actually going to PC. Only the factions is. So
No, that's technically still on PC. Buddy.
no, but you said Last of Us remake. You didn't say
Yeah,
factions.
if they remake factions, that's technically the remake.
See, y'all
That's
gotta square this out.
No,
Does that count?
no, leave it as vague. Leave it vague, bro.
No.
Not the whole game.
It ain't
Not the whole
vague.
game.
The factions was never part of the bet.
I'm confident that they'll do that, but I'm hold on to this PS5. You know what I mean? Until Ragnarok come out.
You
But like,
might as well hold on to it. I mean, it's the only place you're gonna be getting new games and bangers.
And here's how I know Smoove was frauding, right? Smoove been pump faking about selling this PS5 for like a few months now, right? If he really wanted to sell it, nigga, there's millions of people dying to get a PS5. You would have sold it already if you really want to sell it.
Whose gameplay is this right here?
there's something about having something that somebody wants.
That's
Why you on Xbox? Never mind.
I think that's Jazzy. I think so.
This game was definitely one of the most overrated games I played and disappointing games I played in my life.
Is this creepy green bastard a merchant or something?
Yeah, Shin Megami 10. Like, this game was, oh, God. If I didn't get it for $25, $30, I would have been very pissed.
Hey, you want to read some of these super chats, BG?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, we got Thumb Thumbs. He says, I'm high as fuck and ready for a great show. Laughing emoji. Okay. We got AJ the GOAT. He didn't leave a message, but he did donate $20, so we appreciate that. We got Tarek Ahmed, Dick Eater. He says, Memphis Grizzlies are fraud. Here's $2, Jack. Fuck you, Tarek. We got Bionic Boner Boy. He said, Ja Morant more like Ja Rule. All right, fuck you too. Let's hear. We got Woden's Throne. He says Stalker 2 is delayed indefinitely because the developer is in the Ukraine. I think we already talked about that. Shot Red 555. He said, thank you, Bond. If we not near Kunta Kinte Black, they see us as light skinned. But that's humans for you. There you go. We got Steady Flow. He said, I agree with Jack Move. PS could have had converted PS could have converted all the PlayStation Plus and PS Now into PS Basic tiers, and if they want PS Premium, have them pay the extra $60. All right, we got Rollo. He said on the PlayStation site, it clearly states you can start stacking games once the service launches. Wait a couple of weeks, motherfuckers don't read. I agree.
I definitely didn't read. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
I ain't said it either, but I assumed. We got Rollo again. He says, for your information, the chart that Warrior posted doesn't exist as he showed it. He screen capped it, the drop downs in the FAQ and spliced them together to fit a picture. Oh, okay, that's why it looked like that. We got OBJ Jr. He says, Alex from PSP comes out the closet. Okay, I don't know what that's referring to. We got Muck 45. He said, hey, Jack, can you believe Sifu have a better roadmap than Halo? Yo, you hate to see it. Did what it say? Ass pass. Oh, man. Where we at? OBJ Jr. He says, how do I access the Discord, BG, and Jack move?
I messaged him already.
Oh, there you go. I think that's it for right now.
This one guy said, Bond's PC collecting dust last year, but now he acting like Xbox has no games. When he played more games on Game Pass last year than PS5. Like, didn't I stream The Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, and Miles Morales?
Yes, you did.
Mm-hmm.
Good streams. I remember those.
What did I play on Game Pass?
I don't know. Yeah, what did you play on Game Pass?
I mean, I played Halo, but that shit did.
Oh, man.
Unfortunately.
Hate to see it.
343 is 04. You know, instead of 343 Studios, you know what they should call them? 043 Studios. Because them niggas are 043 in Halo.
That's a good one. That's a good
I like
one.
that one.
043 Studios.
Did Smoove say Halo 5 was the best one, though, or am I bugging?
Oh, my
I could
God.
have swore he said that.
Like, this shit is like, Guess how many maps they're getting in whenever this new season starts, and once it starts, Smoove?
It starts to was Tuesday.
Guess how many new maps that they're getting? The game came out in November, right? December, January, February, March, April. In 6 months, guess how many new maps they getting?
And it too.
Jack? 2 fucking maps.
Sheesh.
2 fucking maps.
Hey, man.
No new weapons. Essentially, all you're getting is a bunch of game modes that anybody else could create if they had the fucking Forge mode in the game. And you're basically getting armor and skins.
Hey man, go easy on them. They trying.
They working with ain't they working with some new devs or some shit like that?
They trying.
I
man.
don't know.
They trying.
They're complaining about how they're overworked and they're tired. Nigga, I ain't trying to hear that.
You don't get it. This is a 10-year plan, okay? You don't understand.
Speak on that.
It's a 10-year plan, okay? You got to wait till 2020, 2032 to see the big picture.
Trust the process.
Trust the process, dog. Exactly.
Don't even talk about that. James Harden, we have to trust, unfortunately. So, BG, I don't exactly know what you do for work, but let's say your job gives you a project. And you tell your job, oh, I'm underperforming because I'm tired, I feel overworked, and I can't get it done. What the fuck is your job going to tell you?
Well, tough luck, nigga. We pay you, so get it done.
Exactly. Everybody out here feeling bad for 043 Studios.
The crazy part is, like, I don't know if y'all watched like the little developer Halo Waypoint conference thing that they did and everything. Dude was like, man, we don't like this timeline either. This season's about to be 6 months as well, and I'm about to just go in planning meetings. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they don't know what they're doing either. They're just like trying to figure out something to make.
Well, they can't even get co-op into the game. And if you play the campaign, you can definitely see sections of the map that you can't get to or fly to because it tells you you're out of bounds. Even the fucking whole campaign was never finished.
Man, they are trying. Okay.
I mean, they said themselves that they're doing a lot of planning. They're not doing a lot of developing right now. They're trying to plan some stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Because the plan that they had didn't work, so they're back to the drawing board, I think. You know, and
nigga, what's there to draw? They got the whole fucking blueprint already. Like, this is the crazy thing about Halo. They didn't even have to create a game from the ground up. Bungie had already it's like, nigga, copy my homework and change the words.
Well, what is Forge going to do for the game? Like, how much?
Are you serious?
I mean, but no, I'm dead ass serious, right? So, like, once they release Forge, right?
Nobody has to complain about maps, game modes, or game types because the community can do all that themselves.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So do they actually need to do all these maps and everything? So we only get 2 maps now, right? But that wouldn't have been a problem if Forge would have been out right now.
Correct, because we could just made all of our maps ourselves.
So it's like, yeah, 2 maps right now. But like Forge is the solution for that, right?
I mean, it's the better solution than fucking 2 maps and a half a year.
They hustling backwards, then, is what you're saying.
But so what I'm saying is, like, that I think that was the plan originally, like have Forge, right? And then let the community do the motherfucking work. Like, oh, y'all want a map, make a map. You know what I'm saying? But like without Forge, it's like this shit is really shaky right now. When that shit drops, if it's not enough to satisfy the community, like I don't know what they're gonna do. And if they've been like testing Forge in house and it hasn't been playing out like they thought it was, like they're
fucked. Like, they don't even have co-op yet. What
exactly.
the hell's that game? Returned got a freaking co-op mode. It's not even a co-op game.
Called it Returned.
Smoove, you let them get way too much slander, bro.
I'm just like, I understand, like I've said all I need to say about Halo Infinite. People have like a battered wife syndrome with Halo, and they I don't know, it's just touching them in the soft spot. Like, I mean, I can hear it in the voice, man, the crackling.
Yo, remember when Smoove was mad that they delayed the game for a year? Imagine if this game came out on time, how awful it would have been.
Ooh, sheesh.
043 Studios killed Halo. And if they didn't kill it, Paramount definitely fucking killed it. About to see some Master Chief get some action with Karen of the Covenant. Master Chief's in fucking love now. I'm like, oh my god.
Fire.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Karen of the Covenant.
Yeah. No, they're literally running a Master Chief love story now. Like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
All fire.
I'm so glad
Hey,
that
speaking
one
like,
Spartan got jacked up.
did anybody from like 343 ever say anything about like campaign DLC or what they plan to do with the campaign, or is that just
10-year
like
plan.
10-year plan?
Yeah,
My
wait
bad.
10 years.
My bad, Joe. My bad, Joe. I forgot. 10-year plan.
Wait about 5 years, they'll tell you. Hold tight.
Hold tight.
That's
Hold
probably
tight.
be a part of like season 4 or something, which would be like sometime in 2023.
That's crazy.
Bro, who the
Man.
fuck is still buying Grand Theft Auto? Every time I look at the charts, the top 10 has Grand Theft Auto.
Niggas.
Hey man, they came out with the online on PS5 now, man. It's popping again.
Like, are people just like robbing each other's consoles and games? They got to keep rebuying it. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, I don't.
I think most people. I think most people rebought that game at least once. I know I did. I bought it twice.
I didn't. Or maybe it's like younger kids. Like, oh, okay, little Johnny, you're old enough to play this game now. Now you can get it.
I mean, people that were like kids that were probably like 13 when GTA 5 came out. What are they, like 23 now?
And GTA got a big role playing.
This game came out on PS3. When the fuck did this game come out again?
2013. It's
Bro,
got a big role. It got a big role.
It's been on the charts for almost a decade in the top 10.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I remember when it came out on PS3. I'm like, yo, I'm waiting for PC. Like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
I mean, if they charge you $10 and then count that, as the same thing as we think of a normal sale, you know what I'm saying? Like,
God.
Oh yeah, you can upgrade it for like $10, $20. That's right.
Yeah, $10, $20.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? If they count that as a sale, like, I know a lot of people did that shit.
Yep.
I did it. But I'm just saying, like, a lot of people, we all probably, maybe a little bit of us did that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that $10, they're right up there again because it's GTA. You know what I'm saying? You kind of want to see that shit.
You buy it on PC, you don't have to upgrade.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yo,
So
speaking of which, BG, that game is so old, right? I played that game on my 2560 Ti's.
yeah. Oof.
That's how old that game is.
Yeesh. Yeah, that is really old. Okay. Jack, you heard about this this Twitch split that Twitch is trying to change? Because right now, what do they do? 60-40 or 70-30? And they're trying to make
No, the partners are getting see, if you're an affiliate, which you can still make revenue. I'm an affiliate, right? Little guy. It's 50-50 split. I thought it was something similar with the partner, but apparently the partner was getting like 70-30. They was getting 70-30.
So they're trying to make it 70-30 in favor of the creator, right?
No. They trying to make it 50-50 with the partners now. Pretty much what they doing. From what I read, they're trying to make a partnership more inclusive, right? Because as you know, no matter some people, man, no matter how many viewers you get, it's fuck you as far as getting a partnership. But what I'm hearing is they're lowering the revenue splits with the partners to make it even to the affiliates, which is like, and they were like they're gonna lessen the restrictions of being a partner. So it sounds like they're trying to move more in line with what YouTube is doing with their partnerships. And naturally, the people that were in higher positions at Twitch, they ain't fucking with this, right? Because they finna get less of a revenue split, and there's gonna be more people on the same echelon as them. So of course they not fucking with it. And there was some other things too that they trying to change that people really ain't rocking with. But yeah, man, it's in shambles over there.
Fire. Yeah, I haven't streamed
Absolutely.
on Twitch in years. Never plan to go back.
What was that one thing Microsoft had that Smoove was all about?
Mixer?
Yeah.
Hey, Mixer had some good ass quality though, yo.
It did. That quality was
that
good.
Shit was crazy.
That's one thing they got right. That stream was crispy.
And they had no latency. They fucked up Mixer, bro.
And they had co-streaming for free. Like,
oh, that's true, bro. Mixer was kind of fire, low key, man. Yeah. They fucked that off, bro.
Yeah, they just couldn't get nobody to go over there.
Yeah, none of them bums, wanted to treat it like Xbox and shit. But like,
they blew their budget on them big name streamers that didn't grow the platform. They Gave Ninja
Nope.
$30 million. He ain't bring over shit, man.
Yeah, and he finessed it and took off with the
Yeah.
money.
Yeah, I would have been going for 30. Yo, if another podcast came on, like, yo, Bond, we want to give you 30 million to leave. Well,
Oh, nigga,
peace.
I'm not even in and off this episode. What fuck you talking about? I get up
Where Bond
immediately.
go, Bond? Oh, speaking of that, did we ever figure out why Doctor disrespected his wife, left Twitch?
No, there he was. I remember he had said something about it, but it was extremely vague. Just that he's still not effing with, because he's no longer banned, but he's still not effing with it.
Now, though. Well, you know, if you're a partner on Twitch, you technically can't stream on YouTube. Like, you can't stream on other platforms. So, I guess he just said, "Fuck it, I'll take the YouTube money." And YouTube is less restrictive with shit too. You can get away with way more shit on YouTube, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Twitch, you can't do shit.
Yep.
Like
All right.
smacking people.
Oh yeah, they've been making like hey man, Twitch might as well just have a porn category at this point, man, because they were saying some other shit like they gonna make it to where like you can open, because I think it's against the rules to talk about like certain sexual shit on Twitch, but they was trying to make it to where it's like approved now and shit, and they gonna have like separate categories. Like they might as well just have a porn tab at this point, bro, because like that's who really cashing out on Twitch anyway. Like
the OnlyFans chicks have already taken over Twitch. So
that's what I'm saying.
If you're a regular girl, like you ain't making it.
I definitely can't compete with these bitches licking the microphone, popping the tits. I can't compete with it, bro. I'll take my 10, 15 viewers, man. I'm good, bro. Thank you.
Oh, man. Okay, so PlayStation has started a game preservation team. So a lot of people thought
sir.
A lot of people were, excited about this because they figured it had something to do with, emulation and PlayStation possibly, putting in the, the investment and effort to figure out the, the emulation of these PS3 games, but that's not what the team is doing. This team apparently has nothing to do with emulation. It's this guy who he did a presentation. I forgot at which event, but pretty much he did a presentation on game preservation, and so PlayStation hired him. And pretty much what he does is he figures out a way to save the code, the tools, the software, the raw data, the documentation, everything about a game, everything that goes into like actually building the game, and like it's all in one place. That's from my understanding of this presentation, because from my understanding, what developers usually do is like a backup, like they back their stuff up, right? When they're creating games.
Square Enix being dumb. There's a lot of, pardon my interruption. There's a lot of developers. Sega, Square Enix have lost like their masters of like lots of games.
Yeah. So developers just do like a simple backup, but apparently this process of what he's doing is like a safer way, and it has everything that went into actually making that game. So that's what this is apparently. Yeah, so game preservation is out there, I guess be happy.
That's awesome news, man. Lost media is a thing, people. Lost media is a real thing. I know everybody got that one movie, TV show, or song they remember from when they were a child, and you spend hours trying to Google the shit, and you can't find nothing. And you damn near think you crazy, like the shit didn't really exist. But lost media exists, man. I'm glad they taking steps into preserving game history, man.
I remember, I don't know if you ever heard about that story. When they were making Toy Story, I think it was Toy Story 2, it almost didn't exist because some dude accidentally deleted all the files of Toy Story 2.
Okay.
Yeah, like he at the studio, he accidentally deleted everything, right? But there was a woman who was on leave because she just had a kid, and she had a backup of Toy Story 2 on her PC at home. So
the cloud back then, did they? I know they would have been mad as hell.
Yeah. So it's crazy. They literally had to like go and get her physical PC, and like they wrapped it up because they were super careful and shit because that's the only copy they got. So they brought her PC back to like the studio and everything like that.
Well, you know what they should do instead? They should just hire Kanye West. I heard he's able to get remasters and stuff of original copies.
Boy.
Oh no!
I heard he on it. He brought the whole computer and everything.
That I still don't understand that story. This man went and got. Did he get it from Ray J? Is that who he got it from?
I have no idea, but if you
It's
think
very
that
weird.
somebody
That
didn't make a
tape-
copy of it, it's
That
crazy.
shit was trash anyway.
I know he got a copy. Ain't no way you give up. Because I'm like, what is getting the PC doing? There has to be another copy like out there. Listen,
Long time to hold on to a home movie though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Well, Triangle Strategy has been completed, and I beat it before Blandrew. Ain't that something?
Oh man.
So, just for the record, podcast, I have beaten Elden Ring and Triangle Strategy and Shin Megami Tensei 5 before Blandrew.
Yeah.
Fire.
So Blandrew was getting on your case about you not bringing none to the podcast, but he didn't do this. It's crazy.
Crazy, ain't it? And just in time, because
Well-
you know we're in May 1st. You know, social reject season's about to end. Get your bodies right, because that beach season coming.
Yes, sir. I might be outside this summer. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Oh, because you moved from the hood?
Oh no, sir. Not at all. It's just got plans. Got a few travel plans.
You better
You know what I'm
watch out.
saying?
You step outside, you won't get attacked by like a wild Rattata or Eradicate.
I was in North Carolina a few weeks ago. It's good up there, man.
I do
down
like
down
it
there. Yeah.
It's not too far south, but it's nice and warm.
Exactly. It's like that middle point south, you know,
Yep.
where before it gets too Ku Klux Klansy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
if you go,
that depends. Where were you in North Carolina though? Because
Charlotte. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
I had a bachelor party in Charlotte. It's very good. But yeah, you go too far south, you end up in a regular Black Baron country, and you go further south, then you end up in Klan territory.
Where you from, Upper?
Charlotte. Hey, we got Clan Country. Yeah, we got Clan Country about 30 minutes away. You got it. You just drive the right way. I'm trying to tell you. I'll take you there next time you come down.
Drive the right way or the wrong way?
Hey,
Depends
on
where
what you want to see out here. Hey, bro, I'm trying to tell you. It's I'll take you down the street 15 minutes from my house, and you'll see nothing but Confederate flags and shit like that.
man.
You go up on their porch, because I'm an insurance adjuster out here, right? You go up on their porch, they, you know, them little racist black figurines and shit like that. They just have that sit on their porch and shit. It's crazy
man.
down here, man.
Yeah, we were in the Beach Isle of Palms by Charleston.
Oh yeah.
You know where that's at? Yeah, you know what I was getting into down there.
Hey man, Charleston's nice, man. Well, nah, it's not nice. It's the South is weird. I'm just gonna say that the South is weird. It's
I stayed in the city, uptown. You know where I know the Ku Klux Klan ain't hanging out. You know these boys ain't hanging out there.
Oh no, it's you know, it's a weird mix around here.
At least not with their hoods on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's I don't know. I'm out here in a nicer area and whatnot. Neighbors are probably racist, but you know, nice enough because you know if your mortgage is high enough, your neighbor's gonna be nice to you. You know what I'm saying? So
Y'all food is fire. Y'all got good restaurants out there, man. Top tier.
Oh yeah, we got a few, man. Hey, next time you come through, you got to go to Lulu's Maryland Seafood or something like that. I can't remember the name of it, but my homeboy owns a restaurant. One of the best restaurants in Charlotte, though, man. It's in the hood, though. You got to go to the hood for that one. It's off of Tuckasegee. I don't know if you
He ain't showing up today.
Nah. North Carolina.
You ain't going to no trenches to get no
Here's the
food,
thing.
man.
Here's the thing, right? We drove by like some hoods in North Carolina, but there, you know how depending on where you go, each hood looks different. Like I'm like, yo, this hood look kind of nice. This is for a hood.
Yeah.
This hood.
Yeah, it is though. Like it's different. Like the hood down here does look kind of nice because I've been like to New York and shit like that. It's different up
Yeah,
there.
the hoods in New York
You know what
look
I'm saying?
like hoods. You know, like it's bad down here. The hoods there look like just lesser housing, but still decent housing. You know, so
yeah, motherfuckers still have yards and shit. You know,
exactly. They got grass. They got grass in front of their house. Like.
Why are you guys like
grass, nigga? Hold on.
Hey, it can't be that ghetto if you got grass in front.
Yeah.
You would think, but that's what I'm saying. It's like different. It's like different. So you know, you could be mistaken down here in some areas and not know. Like, oh wait a minute, this is the hood right here. You know what I'm saying? But
hey man, if if you walk outside and like you could step on grass, bro, you shouldn't be. Come on, man. You shouldn't be getting into nothing.
Nigga, you got excited from seeing grass, nigga? That's
Come
crazy.
on, man.
That's
grass
crazy.
is just a staple of like, if you could step on grass, you ain't that far from a good life. You know, you could change a few things around. Like, you can't be stepping on grass and
nigga,
then
grass
and then
is all over the city. You can still get your shit rocked anywhere you go, nigga.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
They will outline your ass in that grass, nigga. What the-
This gives a new meaning to touch grass.
I see. Jesus.
Yo, how long is this dude gonna be on this boss battle for?
Somebody in the chat said Shin Megami boss fights are too long. I did say somebody said that.
They can be, yeah.
Mm.
He's been fighting this thing fucking forever. I don't even know what kind of fucking creatures he uses. And I haven't used one of those bomb creatures he's got.
So Wavy said you can tell what's hood in Charlotte. East and west is hood. North and south are the rich areas. I drove by what's it called? The neighborhood Cherry and Myers Park. Yeah. I was like, yeah, it was mansions. It was like mini mansions. I was like, yeah, I could tell a dentist lives here, a doctor lives here. Yeah. Definitely some.
And old buddy's right. It's divided just like that. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta plan that shit because you know how it goes. You know where the good neighborhoods and the good schools gonna be and shit. You know,
Absolutely.
and they price that shit a certain way. That's how they make the hood and shit. You know.
Yeah.
You just gotta
Jack,
get on the north or the south side.
Is there any coffee shops around you, Jack, where you live?
Yeah.
How far?
You talking about like local joints or like Starbucks?
Yeah, like a local coffee shop,
no
chain.
Like a mom and pop joint.
Yeah.
It was one down the street, but they changed into like a Mexican pancake. It's some stupid.
Oh yeah,
shit
you in the hood. You in the hood. You in the hood.
They changed it to some Mexican spot. I don't know, man. It was like a steak and coffee. I don't know what the fuck. I ain't
You know the neighborhood is nice, you know, upscale and gentrified when there's a coffee shop on the corner, like a mom and pop shop one. You know,
we got a lot of. I do live around a lot of fucking Starbucks, though. I will tell you that.
Anywhere can have a Starbucks. They'll throw a Starbucks right in the middle of a crack den, right? It doesn't even matter.
Bro, I thought they were saving them for the good neighbor.
Nah, Starbucks be anywhere now. They don't care, bro. They'll throw them anywhere. Don't matter.
A coffee shop or a little bakery, you know you're in a good.
All right, we got a bakery up the street. We got a bakery. We do got a bakery.
You get cupcakes and shit like that. They make a single cupcake for like $6.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there you go.
Modern Warfare 2. We got a logo for this remake. Yay.
That's a remake too?
Yeah, it's the remake of the original one.
I thought they were just recycling the names or some shit. Okay.
It's a remake because they remade the original, Modern Warfare. So this is the sequel to the original remake.
Now hold on. Why ain't nobody got problems with this, but they got problems with other games getting remade? What's going on?
Because Call of Duty's a remake every year, regardless. So
I guess that's true too.
It's like it would be like if they remade Madden 2012. I don't know. It's the same shit every year anyway.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Hey, I look forward to the story. The single player. That's it.
Nobody's excited for the new Warzone on that.
No, I don't think anybody here plays Call of Duty except for Smoove once Microsoft buys them. And Smoove will become a big Call of Duty fan.
Day one Game Pass, baby. Let's get it, Smoove. Where you at, baby?
Yeah, I'm always excited for Call of Duty to come on Game Pass.
Smoove shows his appreciation for games by not buying them. As ironic as that sounds.
I buy more than enough games, bro, for real. Like,
you buy more games for me than you buy for yourself.
Thanks to Game Pass, I can afford to do that.
Smoove really is the best buy if you think about it. Like your brain has deteriorated so much since the invention of Game Pass. It's almost ridiculous, Smoove. Like,
I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of why I don't like Mocha on the podcast because Mocha be fucking up my money.
I'll tell him not to make bets on all
Trying
that.
to save Smoove.
Yeah,
don't save him.
It ain't no saving Smoove.
You don't want to be saved.
That's my guy.
Don't save him.
Yeah,
Smoove, you've been talking a lot of trash, with Xbox sales being pretty good, lately. You've been talking
the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, you've been talking a good game, Smoove. So my question is, I mean, you probably don't care, but what are you gonna do? You know, when things return to normal. You know, like because when let's say in a situation where both Xbox and PlayStation have more than enough stock, like you could just walk into a store and buy them. Who do you think is selling more in that situation?
I mean, I don't know who's selling more at the end of the day. I mean, that I think that I'm not into playing hypotheticals and what ifs. I'm into what's actually happening, bro.
I mean, I'm definitely into hypotheticals and what ifs.
So you think the people that are looking for PS5s right now are just window shopping and they don't really want to buy them?
My thing is, right, if nobody wants an Xbox, I mean, they still don't have to buy it. It can just stay out on the shelf.
Yeah,
but clearly, if this is how I see it, if there was Xboxes and PlayStations available, like normal, like how it was PS4 and Xbox One days, right? I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to sit there and tell you that Xbox Series X will outsell it every time, but Xbox will win more times than it did last generation.
And they didn't win any time last
year.
Yeah,
they did. They won MPD multiple times between 2013 and 2016. So and then they just didn't win again from 2017 onward. But
God.
But no, and that's when Xbox was doing bad. Yeah, it can hold its own against PlayStation. PlayStation ain't that fucking much of a damn unicorn. I don't know why everybody treat it like it's some damn special device. Know what I mean? Like, ain't that special, yo. That shit can get outsold.
Wait, I wasn't listening. What could get outsold?
It can get outsold.
I don't even think Xbox has won an MPD since this generation started with the Switch.
Yeah, it has. It's actually
it beat out the Switch?
One time, I think.
No, it's actually won MPD a couple times.
No, it didn't.
No, beat out the Switch. Xbox has literally consistently been either first or second in MPDs.
No, stop this.
I'm not lying, bro. Look it up. Since launch, it's literally consistently. I think it's been third place maybe once or twice in the last 18 months.
Stop this.
Let's go. Let's go. Look it up.
Look it up.
It's literally been third. It's literally been third like 2 times in the last 18 months. All the other times it's either been first or second.
You said NPDs?
MPD.
Oh, I'm thinking worldwide.
I'll keep track of worldwide. I'll keep track of worldwide.
Why not?
Because that's way out my jurisdiction. Like I'm only going based off what I can refer to. Nobody tracks worldwide. There's not no worldwide MPD that exists.
VG charts. The same thing that Aaron Greenberg likes.
I mean, VG charts. I mean, that's one thing, but I'm just saying, like the MPD confirms it, and the MPD was actually confirmed that those weekly MPD update, weekly VG charts updates were actually correct.
I mean, what about when the company comes out and tells you how many consoles they sold? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're at 20 million or whatever.
Mm-hmm. What does that mean?
Well,
PlayStation, I would assume is at least 20 million if it's not there now.
But what I'm saying is like that's a confirmation from the source.
That's a confirmation of like the sum of all their total sales, not a confirmation that they.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is they'll drop those numbers worldwide though. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, worldwide we're at 20 million, and that's better than like estimated VG charts or some bullshit like that to me. I would assume because they can't lie to shareholders and shit like that. The company.
Yeah, we'll see. I look forward to when's PlayStation their meeting? When is it? Isn't it like soon? Where they express
shit like that, brother.
It's usually sometime mid-spring, late spring. That's when they usually do it, right? I think so.
Well, they do it after every quarter, right?
Well,
yeah, they got to do.
I don't think we got it this quarter.
Yeah, we didn't get their quarter.
I mean, most companies do their shit around the same 2 or 3 days.
Because we already heard from Microsoft. We heard from like quite a few people.
Well, I'm happy Xbox is doing so well. You know, myself, I'm quite pleased.
Because Xbox, man, it's good. It's good. They doing well, man. It's a win for gamers. Ain't that what they say? Yeah, there you go.
I like it because people like Smoove. They get a little bit hype and they jump out the window, and then things go bad for them after they jump out the window.
And they lose bets.
I'm telling you now, I mean, after this showcase,
Oh, are you eating, dog? Oh, that's
Nah,
yeah.
nah. I'm looking inside of my gums because I think I got something in there.
What?
Ball hair, nigga. Hey, you know the only thing I hate about what's going on with Xbox fans, and I told BG about this. They're bringing up Metacritic scores and how Microsoft was the publisher of the year. I want to blow my fucking brains out anytime.
Yeah, I'm so sick of hearing that. Honestly,
I told you they was gonna do this, bro.
I hate hearing it because like. Publisher of the was that something we talked about prior to Microsoft doing?
Of course not. Of course not.
Never heard of that shit before until Microsoft won it, and it's like, oh, Publisher of the Year, Microsoft.
And I think they 3 of the top 5, so you know they running with that shit. Oh, it's Activision and Bethesda and Microsoft. Oh, shut up.
And I'm gonna be real, the games they won Publisher of the Year off of, well, it was Flight Simulator.
Halo Infinite, Forza Horizon 5,
Forza.
And Psychonauts.
Like, I'm sorry, I'm not impressed by that, especially I'm sorry, Microsoft didn't actually okay, first of all, y'all didn't actually
Here
help
comes the
make
damage control.
Yeah, I'm just stating facts. Y'all didn't help make Psychonauts.
Yeah, they did. They delayed it because they got more funding and they were able to put all the shit back into the game that they were about ready to take out. If this shit remained a PlayStation Kickstarter game, that shit would have been bogus. It would have been a 72 Metacritic game.
Sure.
Whatever, brother.
Niggas off the streets probably put more into that game than Microsoft did. But
that's funny.
Niggas off the streets. Yo, if Microsoft really wants to make a game, especially an RPG, like I said, they fucking need to make a BattleTech game.
You know what, Smoove? I'm gonna give y'all public. I ain't gonna make no excuses. Y'all won Publisher of the Year, okay? You know what? Do it again, then I'll be impressed.
Yeah, I mean, PlayStation's gonna. Hopefully, PlayStation wins it this year. Did their games crank out a 90?
Who was the developer of the year?
No idea. PlayStation not a media darling, man. When Xbox got that,
I'm just not impressed with Xbox doing something once, because here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Every time Xbox does something positive once, you know what they say? The tide is turning. The times are changing.
The gap is closing.
Things are turning around. I'm like, oh, here we go again.
You know what's crazy? All this publisher of the year shit, none of them games really made an impact. Not a single one. If you think
that was a good Keenan and Kel impression, BJ.
I mean, it was like a bubble championship. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the Disney.
Don't do that.
They gonna say we hating, man. They gonna say we hating, dog.
It does sound like y'all doing a whole lot of hating, bro.
But what I'm saying is, like, you can't blame the Lakers for winning the championship that year. You know what I'm saying? But everybody's like, well, Sony should have stepped up and dropped some shit. They could have easily won the year, had some shit released a little bit sooner. I believe. You know what I'm saying? But Xbox won in a down year, even if they did win Publisher of the Year. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of a shit.
I mean, Xbox won in the down year. I mean, that's what y'all saying. I mean, I'm just saying, think about the games that carried PlayStation in 2021 was PlayStation 4's best game in 2020. Like, it was a Ghost of Tsushima and Death Stranding. I mean, that was piss poor effort. I mean, but I'm just saying, like, it is what it is. The Toronto Raptors won a championship. The freaking Lakers won the championship. You know what I mean? I mean, after a while, you can't blame. It's not Xbox's fault.
But you can't blame a dynasty after just one single win.
Nobody said dynasty, but it was the publisher of the year.
Y'all definitely jumped out the window and act like y'all won 3 in a row. Y'all act like y'all 3-peated or something. It felt like it. Shit, because we had 3 back-to-back bangers. Like, I'm just saying.
What was the 3? What was the 3? I'm confused.
It was Psychonauts 2. Matter of fact, it was 4 back-to-back bangers. You had Flight Sim.
Hold on, Smoove. Did you beat Psychonauts 2?
Yes, actually. Yes.
Did you beat the first game?
Oh, hell no. But that's besides the point. That's besides the point.
You know, it's a continuous story, right? So you didn't know what.
Yeah. But they do it good.
You didn't know what was going on. Okay.
They did a good job recapping the first game, bro.
Okay. You're doing a good job of recapping too. Recapping.
Hold on. But they had Flight Sim, right? And then they had Psychonauts, and then they had Forza Horizon 5, and then they had freaking Halo Infinite, and and it was a bonus to have Deathloop. Even though it wasn't on Xbox, it was just like, well, technically this is ours.
Here's the thing, Smoove, and I'm gonna make up a category, right?
Okay.
For this argument's sake, right? And
Okay.
y'all can call me whatever y'all want. If y'all want to. Dude's been saying I've been getting my pony on. All right, whatever, cool. Listen.
Okay.
Y'all had Publisher of the Year, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what was your impact? What's the impact those games really made? Because here's the thing, right? When PlayStation releases games like Spider-Man or God of War or whatever, these games have an impact like to the masses where it gets a whole bunch of people are talking about it. It becomes extremely mainstream, and like it becomes this memorable like milestone of a game. When Xbox releases these games, and even though they're game publisher of the year type games, they don't really leave a mark. By Psychonauts and nobody, it's just another game. Halo, it was dead in 4 months. Forza probably made the best impact out of all of these games. But it ain't Ralph though, as Kanye would say. It ain't Ralph. You know what I'm saying?
So I know what you're talking about. You talking about that bullshit, all that fake hype that they be doing with these PlayStation games, like Spider-Man's, The Last of Us, and all that shit.
Leave you one more, man.
I understand. Don't worry about it. I get. Yeah, if you want to say hype award, like the PlayStation have the most hype games ever. Yeah, Xbox hasn't generated that with their 2021 releases. They didn't need to. But hey, I mean, I'm looking at. We know Starfield could potentially do that after this summer. I mean, I'm just saying that you don't speak too early, BG. Because I've been peeping some of your fucking tweets. Shout out to Sony and Nintendo for participating in gaming this year. Shit like that. I'm just saying, I screen capped that shit. I put it in the folder because I plan to use it later this year. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen.
I hope you do, because so far it is May and Nintendo and PlayStation have made this a great year. Microsoft has done nothing to help this year be good.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. You're right. PlayStation. Wait, how did PlayStation help make it a great year? What exactly did they do?
Gran Turismo. Horizon,
how much hours you got into Gran Turismo, BG? How much of that you've been playing?
I'm not a fan. But it made an impact for
what kind of an impact? Forza Horizon 5 had a better impact and bigger impact than Gran Turismo.
Racing fans are very happy.
It's not cap.
Racing fans seem to be pretty happy. Aside from that little situation that they fixed, racing fans seem to be happy. So they released GT5, whatever GT it is. I don't 7.
Nah, nigga, it sounds like you trying to take credit
Horizon.
Hold on.
Go ahead. They released MLB The Show. Horizon,
okay, that's on Xbox. Okay.
GT, Sifu, they help with that, and it's just been. I'm not saying they made that game, but I'm saying I'm just saying. I mean,
they helped that game a whole lot of fucking like.
Listen, hold on. Sifu is a banger, okay? Sifu is a banger.
Oh my, Sifu's a banger.
Sifu is. Sifu honestly might be better than like anything Microsoft released recently.
Didn't Sifu outsell every Microsoft game published?
No, but it did outsell Returnal. But
Sifu sold 1 million in like a week. What are you talking about?
Bro, oh my god, Sifu is
a banger.
Games that look like Sifu released on Xbox literally once a week, bro.
Yeah, but they be garbage. But they be garbage though.
Before you guys start doing videos.
Because every time PlayStation get behind a mediocre game, you guys fucking give it 10 extra points.
It's not mediocre, Smoove. This joint 5. Sifu is. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. Sifu is in my top 2, right? Games of the year. I'm dead ass. It's top 2. It's top 2 of the year.
What is Sifu and Horizon?
Listen, man. I just know it's top 2. I'm not saying what number 1 is. I'm just saying it's top 2.
I already
it's top 2.
BG, don't get bullied by this dude. BG, speak up.
I'm not getting bullied. I'm not getting bullied. Sifu top 2.
This is how BG revealed it, because in his Elden Ring video, he admitted that Elden Ring, he does, even though it's good, it's not his game of the year. So I'm like, well, he only played 2 other motherfucking games other than that shit, in which one was fucking Sifu and fucking Horizon Forbidden West. So Horizon Forbidden West is your game of the year, and Sifu's number 2. That's not that hard. I mean, it's a light year, brother. It's extremely light. If those are your fucking front runners for game of the year. I mean, right now, if this has not proven that BG's probably one of the biggest PlayStation fanboys.
Quality.
And BG's one of the King of Souls games.
Quality.
And he has these whack ass games beating Elden Ring.
Elden Ring was just Dark Souls in an open world. That's all it was.
Oh, BG's review on it was spot on.
I played 10 games just like Elden Ring in the last 10 years. The only difference is this game is open world. That's the only difference. That's the biggest difference, I should say.
I played a game like Horizon Forbidden West 2 years ago.
What is it called?
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Okay. What?
You never played a game like Forza Horizon 5 before?
That's not even it. He said he played a game. Hold on. He said he played a game like Horizon, right? And the game he played like Horizon was the original Horizon game. That's not an argument.
BG really getting pressed by a nigga that like a parameter.
Here's what I'm saying, Smoove. There's 10 plus games, 10 plus Souls games. There's only 2 Horizon games.
Like I said, but yeah, you're right. Xbox hasn't, hit that hype requirement yet. Starfield's probably gonna do it. Xbox is gonna, have a big impact on gaming after they start, making these announcements and showing off what they got cooking. And then after the summer, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? There ain't gonna be like I'm saying this right now. The second half of this year onward, ain't nobody fucking with Xbox.
What they releasing? Starfield or what else?
You plan to see all this stuff at this conference?
No, I'm not saying I plan to see everything that they got to show at this, that they're going to be showing at this conference is going to be literally what's the remaining of 2022, and then all the major games that's coming out in 2023.
Aside from Starfield,
all those to be bangers.
What are they releasing this year besides Starfield?
Redfall, Forza, and Yeah. I mean that's gonna be enough. If y'all lost the Psychonauts last year,
I think
I'm pretty sure the next 3 releases is gonna be.
I think Redfall is gonna be very mid.
I mean, I don't know with your taste. You fucking spearheaded Ghostwire Tokyo, so I don't know.
What do you think? What do you think?
I said the game was okay.
Spearheaded.
Smoove, how good do you think Redfall is going to be?
Yeah, what you think the rating's going to be?
I think it's going to be. I think it's going to score somewhere. It's going to be like an 85. It's Arcane.
Yo.
Bond, take that bet.
He said Redfall 85.
Yeah.
Hey, Bond, congratulations, bro.
Bond, take that bet.
You down, Smoove?
No, I'm
not. Game again?
No,
Redfall is it's a open world.
It's a looter shooter.
Looter shooter, open world. But it actually has a story. That's it's multiplayer.
It's got a story.
So Smoove, I'm confused here.
Mm-hmm.
You bet 90 plus, right?
On Starfield, yeah.
On Starfield.
Yep.
But you have no confidence in Arcane Studios, who's had multiple 90 plus games within the multiple 90 plus games. The last time Bethesda had a 90 plus game was over a decade ago.
The reason why, because Arcane specializes in single player games. This is like their first multiplayer, I believe.
I mean, Dishonored 2 got an 88. Dishonored 1 got a 91. What was that one game that everybody calls overrated?
Deathloop.
Yeah, Deathloop. That shit got, what'd that get?
Well, I think this game is made by who made Prey? Arcane and Leon or Austin?
I don't know. Prey is an overrated
Garbage.
series, though. I don't like Prey.
I think this game is done by the Prey team.
So you're not taking that bet then, Smoove?
I'm not taking a bet. I'm not taking a bet. But like, you know what I mean? If you think it's gonna be like less than an 80, I mean, I think you're wrong. I think every game that Xbox is gonna release for the remainder of the year is gonna be a 85 or better.
Yeah, I don't think Redfall. I think Redfall is gonna be a filler game. I think it's just filler. You know.
I mean,
yeah. And even worse, Game Pass filler.
Game Pass filler. Okay. And then Game Pass is going to be the same. It's going to be in the same services. That's going to have like one of the best rated games of the year, since they prematurely gave that to Elden Ring. Because everybody, you know, when it comes to
Elden
grading
Ring is a
games,
good game.
it's a great game. They gave it a 97 though. I still think that's a little bit off.
But here's the thing. We've already talked about the Souls community. And then we've already talked about how, you know, if this was somebody's first foray into Souls, the game was easy as fuck. So people would have liked it. But now I'm looking at the Souls games like people are starting to look at Ubisoft games. It's time to change it up. We got the same animations, the same sounds, the same controls, the same movements, the same jank, the same glitches. Like, my friend was watching me play, because you know how you have like the picture-in-picture on PlayStation?
Mm-hmm.
And I dodged this attack, and the dude's like, why did you dodge that? You were behind a tree. It didn't even hit you. It's like, I've been playing Souls games instinctively so long. Like, I know when bullshit would hit me when the hitbox don't even hit me.
Yeah, it's still gonna go through the tree or
It's like, he's like, why do you dodge? I'm like, nah, like, you played Souls games long enough, you know what's gonna hit you, even if it's not gonna hit you.
Smoove. So when you were playing Elden Ring, right?
Mm-hmm.
How far could Attic carry you before his legs got tired?
Wow, come on, BG.
BG,
what are you saying, brother? What are you saying?
I'm just asking a question, bro.
One, I didn't get carried in Elden Ring. I played a decent amount of like Dolo. You know what I mean? I only called when I felt it was necessary.
Bulb.
But not. I played.
Nigga
but
picked
like
up the Elden phone and rang Attic.
Turn on the bat signal and shit.
I was proud of myself in Elden Ring. I'll say that I was very proud of myself in Elden Ring. Like, I still boot it up every now and then just to like run into like a random boss and stuff. Like, they did a good job with that game, because I've done a whole lot, and I posted a lot of my boss fights all over the Twitter with me in there Dolo smashing up shit. But yeah,
you were given the strongest shield in the damn game.
I do not have the strongest shield. The strongest shield in the game was the one that had that big. I never had.
You had
to this day don't have that.
You had the shield that, because you'll never get that shield. You would never make the jumps. You got the shield that the demonic tree sentinels used. It was like the second strongest shield, like that dragon claw shield.
Okay, but I only use that literally for like maybe like 20% of my playthrough. I didn't even finish the game with that shield.
So I just put together my video of all my boss fights that I recorded. It comes out to 5 hours. It's about 110 bosses I fought, and the game supposedly has like 120. So I
think they keep respawning too, though, after a while. Like the lesser boss demons.
Yeah, some of them duplicate, whatever.
They definitely recycle a lot of the boss.
Yeah, there's like different versions. There's like the tree sentinel. There's like 3 versions of him. There's like 3 cavalry knights. There's like 3 pumpkin head bosses, I think. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, once you got Horfrost Stomp, that game was fucking easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna blow net tomorrow, so
5 hours straight? You should just break them down in parts.
Nah, because I'm not gonna spam my channel with 100 boss fights. I ain't.
No, you don't gotta do all 100, but like at least 5 hours. And do like an hour and a half, like 3 videos at an hour and a half. Or something like that.
You gonna have timestamps for that shit?
Yeah, I'll do timestamps because
whoever upload a 5-hour video, like that shit is not gonna get. I'm sorry,
but I'm not expecting people to sit through a 5-hour video. It's for people who may want to see me fight a certain boss. Hey, here it is. But I ain't about to upload a single, a whole bunch of single videos. I don't expect people to sit through this though.
Was it multiple attempts on a boss or just?
No, it's just the time I killed him. It's just the only time. Yeah. Because it would be way longer if I showed all the multiple attempts. So, man, that's it.
Who do y'all think was the toughest on there? The boss you had the problem with the most?
Only Millennia.
Boss was tough. Once I got Rivers of Blood, the game was over. Like everybody was crying about the giant. The giant didn't even kill me one time. But a lot of people had stupid balanced builds. Like, I started out with a strength build, but then I switched to dexterity because I was like, oh, katanas are cool. Then I come to find out everybody fucking uses katanas. Then I come to find out that arcane is amazing. So I just did dex arcane and just owned the whole fucking game.
Yeah. Strength build is actually better for Millennia. All right, Dex.
You can kill Millennia with like that swarm of flies attack. My friend did that shit. Like you could literally cheese the whole game. The fact that Smoove needed attic is kind of sad.
Indeed.
Pretty smooth.
And speaking of people that are sad, a dude spent 16 hours at level 240 trying to. Oh my god! Should have called Frost. Get him, Frost. Get him.
Oh yeah! Wow. Yikes.
All right. Let's get out of here. Are there any more for you, super chat, Jack?
There actually are.
BG, are you eating too?
I can eat.
I bit my tongue. Damn, bro.
The motherfucker sound delicious. Let me see here.
Y'all acting mad niggerish tonight.
Excuse me? All right, let me read these super chats. We got Soul King. That's the homie right there. He says, Twitch is cashing out silently because it's not profitable for them. And the giant streamers are hurting their margins. Jesus, that's crazy. We got Jazzy Jefferson. He says, shout out to the podcast. Also, that upper room. My favorite phrase from him is still crackhead behavior. There you go. We got Roy. He said, BG high stepping right now. Absolutely. And finally, we got Jazzy Jefferson again. He said, Nintendo Switch Sports that came out 2 days ago will have a bigger impact than Starfield.
Oh, it's probably dominating the charts. Yeah.
It definitely is.
Oh, we just got another super chat. Kashav M. He says, have a good night, y'all. Appreciate you, my brother.
Appreciate
y'all. Hit that like button on your way out, please.
Yeah, please do. Jack, I think I heard you say somewhere like you haven't done your pony commissioner motto since Jim Ryan took over, and I can't believe Jim Ryan has done such a great job, and he just took the life out of you. I don't understand, man.
Jim Ryan is a certified dick eater. I cannot stand that dude, bro. Now I will say, as far as bringing in revenue and all that, hey, he the man for the job. He only cares about making a profit, but I don't. You know what the problem with Jim Ryan? He's not a gamer. I can tell you don't play no fucking game. You know what I'm saying? Like all the previous Sony executives, like they was really gaming for real, right? I think they had to connect with them in the community because they was identifying with us. But this new dude, he's just strictly a businessman.
Yeah, he would probably hold the controller upside down if you gave him one.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Fuck
he's not as bad as that man.
Well, he ain't in a blunt right now. I guess you're right. Respectfully.
Oh my God.
Hey, you know what?
You can't say that and then say respectfully, Jack. That's not how this works.
What did I do?
Bro.
Respectfully.
You literally said you smoking an Awada pack. That's what you said.
That shit's
Oh wow.
Move on, BG. Move on, BG.
Y'all disrespectful. Let's do these outros. Upper room, sir, thank you for coming on.
Hey, appreciate you for having me, man. Once again, hey, appreciate the conversation. And hey, kid, man, you ain't gonna trade in that fucking PS5. Quit lying to people like that.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, he already done it like 3 times already.
He'll do it. Yeah, he'll do it.
He'll be back.
And then buy it back like the next week on some dumb shit.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Jack.
Man, good show this week, man. I was a little late, man. Team took a L, but we gonna bounce back on Tuesday. Hit my PayPal. What else? RIP Press Start Podcast. Them my guys right there. What else we gotta say? JiggyMerch.com. Get in tune. Go order y'all some snazzy outerwear for the summer coming up. And what else I got to say? That's it, man. Streams coming back next week.
I heard you say Grizzlies in 6.
Yeah, man.
I
ain't falling back. I ain't betting.
I'll take that.
No, I'm good. That's just my hopes and dreams right there. Right?
Shit, I might have to fucking bet Smoove with the way Embiid gonna be shit. Broken face, broken thumb. What he gonna break next?
He fucked off.
Smoove, you there? My rig? No. Okay.
My rig.
Someone posted a rig in the Discord. So my rig. Go ahead.
My rig. Smoove it.
Go ahead, Bond.
Chilling. Don't know what else to really say. It's been a kind of weird week. I'll talk about that another day though. But making the move in a month, new spot, then we'll resume videos, all that good stuff. Got a lot of good shit planned.
All right. And my name is The Best Spot, and I am How does he do it? I should know by now.
man.
What's the line? How does it go? Xbox is the best box, and I am the best spot. Have a great night, and if you're on the other side of the globe, have some good morning or some shit. He says.
I hate no Smoove, dude. He got that little shit-eating grin on his face. Round ass dinosaur head. Oh my God.
You can't see him, but you could hear his dumb ass smiling from a mile away.
Round ass dinosaur head.
I hate Smoove. Hey, Smoove, you here, brother? Come back, man. We missed you.
How you telling a man you hate his smile? That's crazy.
Shout out to Smoove, man. That's my boy.
Bitches love mine. Shout out to Invisalign.
There you go,
man. All right, chat. We will
hit that like button.
Yeah, hopefully there's
y'all
more.
really don't want game streams. There ain't been 1,000 for a while.
Yeah, hopefully there's a much more eventful week in front of us. Hopefully some shit hits the fan and it causes like 500 Twitter spaces because these niggas be entertaining. And
I don't know how y'all get in these Twitter spaces early in the morning.
Hey, man.
Long story.
I be working and just having one headphone in, listening to these niggas nig. So
these niggas nig. Oh my God.
Yeah. So we'll catch y'all next week. We out. Going after dark. Damn, I got food on my fingers. I can't even touch my mouse. God damn.
Oh, so you were.
So you were eating.
Oh nah, I was
Bro, all these videos of dudes at the porn star convention, you're like, you got to be a virgin to go to one of these. I'm sorry.
No. Right. Plenty of tried and plenty of failed. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hell. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. Bye. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know my bro king got me. See, that's a black bond that can't be broken. No Idris Elba, I'm a black bond. Damon a scoping. All black panel. You can never try playing us token. Yeah, we playing games, but now one of us playing or joking. Not at all. Oh wait. Then Jack Move came in with the trophies. God in a lane of its own. Like, how can you gamers approach me? Tell kids move to body you in Halo. Then send your family an angel emoji. You should've known, dog, you ain't got enough Series X's. Blind got all the answers, no, you ain't gotta ask Siri questions. All the latest gaming news gotta be here to check it. Since 2015 and beyond, I'm just here to respect it. When you at the top of your tier, it's a blessing. From the bottom, so no way we appear to be desperate. This for anybody doubting, I'm clearing a message. And if you ever had a problem, I'm here to correct. Plenty of fail. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know what it is, man. Weapon World Podcast, y'all know what we got in the building, man. We got BG. We got Kid Smoove, we got Jack Move, we got Black Bond, Blandrew, what you can't out strafe us, bro. Like, the strafe too strong.